Be great. Still be great.
And you sound great.
Thank
Great.
you.
Made me feel real good with that great sound.
I think it's the microphone. Mo, can we hear you, Mo?
Sure, maybe, possibly.
Oh yeah, we can. You were just as special on your TikTok. I'm like, I like when Mo posts because I'm just looking because Angelique is crazy. I'm just sharing that now when I look at your Yes.
What's crazy about my TikToks?
Well, not crazy weird, just crazy happy weird. No, it's not crazy bad. It's crazy like you should go.
All right, how do I find you on the TikToks, lady? So I can put you in there right now.
There are a couple.
Put it in the chat.
Huh? Okay, I heard a voice. Who was that? Rhonda is on mute.
No, besides.
Hey, everybody.
How are you, Rhonda?
I'm hanging in there.
That sounds like exactly what you said. I'm hanging in there. Stuff is happening, but I'm just trying.
Nobody can see our chat but us, right, Jermaine?
Huh?
No one can see the chat but us, or is it open to the whole world?
It's open now.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, the chat window? The chat with the text,
now.
that's just the Zoom call.
That's just a Zoom call. We are live already on YouTube. Hi, everybody. This is Zubin and Comfort. And it's my pre-birthday with my friends. They have come. Yay! We were dancing before. If you hadn't seen it, we were getting that little tiny groove on to warm ourselves up because we're going to be just hanging. And I already had a friend of mine tell me, "Ooh, I'm going to tell stories about you." And I said, "I don't think so. There will be mute buttons."
You're not invited.
I will press the mute button. You will not be here. But we'll see. But I was just glad to have you guys here to see you because it's been a while. And lots has happened that we're not even going to bother touching because it's just too dramatic. We're going to talk about partying. So, first of all, I want to have all of you I'll introduce yourselves, and then you can also introduce yourselves to each other. But I will go around the table since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, there's more. There is Noreen. Noreen, I've known since we was chillins and youngins and all them other ingins. And now we have grown up and become big adults as we are. And we still don't know how to behave ourselves. And we have Angelique, who, how long have I known you?
Like a year?
2
years? Maybe a couple of years. Since the pandemic.
Since the pandemic.
Can you tell us where everybody's from?
Yes,
like,
Noreen is from
where?
New York. Okay. Angelique is from Canada.
From?
Okay.
No.
Okay, see, I was wrong. Angelique, introduce yourself.
She lives in Canada, but she's from Jamaica.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I was doing the live and not the from. I'm sorry. She lives in Canada. She's from Jamaica.
Many thank yous.
Okay, now I have to get very specific. Oh gosh. Andrew is in Sweden with me. He lives in Sweden. You can do the rest, Andrew.
That is perfectly fine. Yeah, exactly. Live in Sweden, originally from London, and known Jermaine for like 15 years at least.
Really?
Yeah.
15?
Yeah. I know.
Ouch.
It's been a while. It's good. It still feels like when Johnny just met each other.
This is true.
Great.
It's true.
Absolutely lovely.
And this is
we only meet each other every now and then.
No.
Sorry.
No, that's true. We do get in trouble. No more trouble. We won't get in trouble anymore. Yes. Anyway. No more punishments and no more putting in the corner. And this is Rhonda.
That's another story we are.
Yes, you can tell him if you want to. I'm not gonna say no. This is Rhonda. Rhonda, oh God. Yeah. Okay. I met Rhonda at least a decade ago.
I think it's been about 13 years or something like
Christmas?
that.
Really? Well, and she she lives in the Netherlands, in The Hague. She lived in Georgia before she came to the Netherlands, but she is from, and you can do all the rest of that because you were hopping around. It's California?
Yeah, Santa Monica. Yeah, that was
Santa
a long
Monica,
time
California.
ago.
And I've known her that long. I don't know where you from. No, okay, Monique. I've known for as long as I've known Angela.
Mm-hmm.
And Alabama.
Ooh, not that far. I mean, you're super close. I'm not that backwards, but Arkansas, same thing. Basically, same thing.
It's an A.
We just don't do first cousins here. They might do second or third. Alabama does first cousins.
Oh wow.
I'm just
That's
saying.
creepy.
Just saying. Not me. I'm not Alabama. I'm Arkansas. Close though. Close.
I don't know why y'all made me do this. Monica, you could do your own. I'm not doing it. Go ahead. Introduce yourself. I'm not.
Wait, I want to ask a question. Who's Angela?
Angela Harris is. Who's Angela? Wait, who's Angela?
Yeah.
Where is Angela?
You didn't even hear it. You said, I've known Monique as long as I've known Angela.
I'm sorry. Yes. I meant Angelique.
Just checking. You've been sipping on some wine today.
I mean, she started to turn up early.
Yeah. Seems like you're
and I was going to do it, but I said, no, I'm not going to take anything to drink. I'm just going to be on and be with my friends. And maybe I should have gotten something to drink. Maybe I would have got that name right. I'm sorry.
You're too sober. That's the problem.
I had a good day at work, so I think I'm kind of a little bit high off that still. So I'm not introducing nobody no more. Go ahead. Veronica L.
Hi. Also known as V.
Yes, V.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've known you as long as I've known Angelique and Monique.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am from London. I am still in London. That's it.
Like that. That's
Hello,
it.
Londoner.
And last but not least, because there will be more, is Wittney. She quiet, but she a firecracker, you know. Yeah, we all know.
Tell the truth on her. Tell the truth on her. She likes to get on here and pretend.
Tell the truth. All quiet in the corner. She be doing other things and she throw something out and be like, dang, and then she go back and I'm listening. Go ahead, Wittney. Tell us where you're from.
So I am from North Carolina, and I'm still here in North Carolina.
Well, that's cool. That is okay. So we have 3 people in Europe, and the rest of y'all. No, 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4 in Europe, and the rest of you in the U.S. Be careful,
Canada.
Everybody. So how are we doing? How's your week been? My day has been, like I said, I was talking before. Today was my first time I had a full schedule at my job, at my salon. So I was very pleased at myself. Yes. I was like, more days, like, and I had really cool clients. I had this one client. Let me tell you something. Some women are just amazing. This woman, she had this pretty green dress. Not only was the dress, the nails, the nails, the earrings, the shoes, the case for her phone, the wallet, her bag, all of it was green. And it's nice shade of green, not that freaky shade of green. It was just, and she was just matching. I was like,
sure
she came in, I
Poison
was like,
Ivy, isn't it?
A little leprechaun or something, or what? Like,
Poison Ivy
looked
from
good.
Batman.
She looked so good. I was like, oh, that's a pretty dress. And shoes. Dang. I mean, even under it, all green, all this beautiful shit. I was like, well, she liked green. But it was beautiful. I must say, it was I took my hat off to her because I don't think I've seen that kind of coordination ever in a long time. And I almost was going to ask her, like, where'd you get that? Because, you know, I'm in Sweden. We don't have that much colors here. Because I'm short. I'm 2 seconds from saying, like, yo, Mo, you need to, like, take a package for me and send it. I'm 2 seconds. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Then I was going to get Noreen. But I was like, nope, nope. I'm a be all right. I'm gonna get to London soon, and I'm gonna go shopping.
I've heard about your shopping trips in London.
They're fun. I love London for shopping. They have colors.
Is it still okay, London, for shopping? Is it the price is Primark still doing the good prices? And I don't know if you know Primark or
Primark has increased.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's still cheaper than everywhere else, but it's definitely, there's a difference now. You go in there and you're like, Primark, you're trying it.
Really?
Trying.
Yeah. Because the prices of Primark was the right prices for what you got.
Exactly.
Previously, it was the quality, you're paying for what you get, but if it goes up,
maybe
80%
of my wardrobe comes from Primark. So
yeah.
I'm not happy.
I've only shopped when I was there. I was only there twice. The first time I freaked out because it was crowded. And that's the first time I realized I don't know if it was a crowd or the energy in the crowd, but I did not want to go up in there. And my friend was like, no, but I need a t-shirt. And I was like, you need to go in there yourself, bro. And he was just, come with me. He had to literally lead me through the store. The energy in that place was freaking me out. And it was so packed with people.
Was it too people-y inside?
I guess it must have been 2 people in there. I don't know. I'm standing there outside while he's I'm standing like on the side while he's waiting online. And he looked at me, he's like, you want to wait outside? I was like, yes, I do. I will wait outside.
You were going there at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Definitely. You have to go in the morning when it's just
morning. Exactly. Always.
It was my first time.
What's the American equivalent of Primark? Is there an equivalent of like the sort of low cost?
What is
would that be like Forever 21 or something like that?
No, it's like
what is Primark?
It's a huge low cost budgeted department store.
So Walmart.
But it doesn't have food.
Yeah, it's just clothes.
Walmart. It's just clothes.
It's just clothes. So it's okay. So it's not different.
It's like Sears.
Household items.
Maybe Sears. Sears.
Would it be Ross or TJ Maxx?
Yeah.
TJ Maxx.
Better than TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx's brand.
Because we have TK.
Okay. Yeah, we have TJ Maxx or Mark or what? Yeah.
In Canada, it's Winners. It's called Winners, but it's the same company as TJ Maxx.
Really?
And over here, it's called TK Maxx. So
I love it.
What is it?
TK, not T. Not
TK Maxx. Yeah.
What is the purpose of doing that? Why don't they just leave it the store? Why do they?
It's good
the reason in the UK, and I know this because I watched a documentary about TK Maxx, is because there's another company that was existing here called TK Maxx, and because of the law, they're not allowed to have the same name, so they changed that letter when they came over here.
Fun story about that. That's how come in Australia, Burger King is not the same Burger King as in North America, because Burger King never trademarked their name internationally until it was too late. And in the meantime, this mom and pop shop opened up with the name Burger King, all of the same logos, all of the same branding and everything. And then when Burger King from out here went to Australia to open up shop, they were like, we already exist here. We own the copyright or the trademark or whatever for this brand. And so then Burger King tried to buy them out, and they were like, no, we're not selling. And then Burger King was like, well, dang, what are we going to do? So now they're called something else, not Hungry Jack, something something like that. Maybe Hungry Jack. I don't know. They have a name that's not Burger King at all. And the logos and stuff like that had to change, obviously. And so yeah, if you go to Australia and you see a Burger King or a Target, same story, it's not the one from North America.
So it's a bit like McDowell's in Coming to America.
Yes.
McDowell's.
Except if McDonald's owned McDowell's. If McDonald's owned McDowell's, because when they got to the UK or wherever, someone else had opened up McDonald's because the trademark didn't exist there yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay,
Oh my God. I remember that McDowell's because where they filmed it, it was exactly where the McDonald's is. I don't know if it's still there, but that was because when I saw the movie, I went, that's McDonald's. That's like McDonald's. And it's on this, they put it on the same corner. They just changed.
Queens
it was
Boulevard,
a McDonald's. Right? Huh?
Queens Boulevard, right?
Yeah.
It's still
Queens
there.
Boulevard. It's still there.
It's still there.
It's a literal McDonald's. For the movie, they just changed it to McDowell's. It is a McDonald's. So it actually exists, but it's, and it was pretty hood because, that was not a safe corner, so it wasn't safe then. I don't know how safe it is now.
Hey, Samuel L. Jackson tried to hold up the place.
Did you? Okay, when you actually saw Coming to America, did you realize some of those people were people that you see now, like Samuel L. Jackson? Did you realize?
I had probably never seen them before.
Huh?
Wait.
I don't think I had seen them before.
What?
When I first saw Coming to America, I didn't know who Samuel L. Jackson was.
Yeah.
When I first saw it. And it was only after I then knew who Samuel L. Jackson was, and then I rewatched Coming to America, and I was like, wait a second. He was in there the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Because that was
small
the biggest
role, wasn't it? It was bizarre to see him doing that small part for him. It was like, oh my God, yeah. It's really cool.
That sort of surprised me. I was like, okay, that's Samuel. That little, like you say, it was a small role, but he kept that role going in all of his movies. That same character, but he's making money off the character, so I cannot say anything about him. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
I
think he's made like 97 movies or something strange. He's made so many movies. Yeah,
90.
He had to get like an honorary Oscar or whatever it was.
Yeah, just small.
He never actually got one.
Just hope he don't hurt nobody when he gets his. That's all.
His speech will be the great speeches. Oh, that's the leader. I'll tell you, that's the leader. That's a much needed voice.
Mm-hmm. That definitely is. Oh.
Well, sorry, Jermaine.
Huh?
It's only because Veronica's in London. And just mentioned about London, and we just mentioned there about leaders, but I have to just mention about Boris Johnson. I don't know if you were going to talk about him or anything else. If anybody wants to just mention it, but I'm in a good mood because he's gone or going. So I'm in a very good mood. I'm celebrating your birthday with that celebration that he has going. Hopefully,
he's
finally,
gone.
Please.
Yeah, he resigned.
He did. Oh, because I heard there was so much back and forth with him. He just came off the.
He was refusing for a while.
Yeah.
And then in the end, he had to say, "Okay, I'm going, but I'm not leaving until autumn." So he's a caretaker PM until autumn. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm glad he's gone, but also, I feel that whoever replaces him is not going to be any better.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there an idea of who's replacing him?
The people that are putting themselves forward from the Conservative Party, because I don't think Labour's not going to get in. They're not going to get in. It's going to be Conservative. I'm not happy with any one of those people. So
the same.
I don't know if yeah.
Exactly the same. There isn't a decent human being in that party. Not one.
No, not at all.
Not even.
Not at all.
Sometimes I feel like tomorrow. Hey, I was thinking about that with Trump and Pence, that a lot of people wanted Trump to go, and it's like, but if Trump goes, then you're left with Pence. Do you really want someone who's actually kind of competent and that evil? Or would you rather someone who's kind of evil, but also a little bit of a bumbling fool? Like, which one's worse? I don't know.
I think with Boris, though, I feel like the whole bumbling routine is an act. I think he's a lot more intelligent than people give him credit for. And that's why he's so wicked. That's personally what I think. I don't think he's that stupid. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. That's why he lies so much.
Yeah, I think he is really stupid, but he also knows that he's doing it to get what he wants. So, and he knows once he's realized that people are very stupid and will go for it every single time, that he just carries on being stupid and they fall for it every single time. And he's got away with saying the same things over and over, the same way Trump does. He just can repeat a line over and over and people go, yeah, he said that line. They actually say it. You know, he said that he was the best in the world. You go, but no, you can't just repeat what he says. Well, he said he was. Oh, that said we are the best. It's just bizarre. Sorry.
What happened?
But no, that's what I heard.
Is everybody okay? Okay.
I feel like we're living twin lives politically.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Because ain't none of them worth. Oh, can you cuss on here?
You're an adult.
Yeah,
You can
cuss. Use your sentence enhancers. Those are sentence enhancers. Use them. They add flavor to your sentence.
I was gonna say like seasoning.
Yeah.
I love that, flavor enhancers.
And maybe we should say, welcome back, Trump. Because I think he coming back, y'all. I got to come to Switzerland. I'm coming somewhere. I'm coming Sweden, London. I'm coming. Hold on, y'all. I don't know, though. We twinning, so I'm not sure. I got to figure this out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure if the UK is all that right now.
God, it's not. It's not good.
It's not.
But it's a birthday party. What you going to do for your birthday, Jermaine?
Yeah,
I don't know. I worked it. Well, like I said, today was a really cool day. Had a lot of nice people, you know, chatting and conversating.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, sorry.
Really cute.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like it.
Woo!
I'm gonna cry.
I love it.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Okay, I want that. Put it in the mail and mail it so I can put it up on the wall.
Perfect. Give me your address. I'll send it to you, and then you'll have my address so you can send me some cake or cookies or
whatever you make.
Whatever you make.
Whatever you make. It's not even picky.
But I am gonna make a cake. My friend Mia, she was like, "Don't you dare make your own cake." And I said, "Who's gonna make it for me? Who's gonna make it for me? Who?" So I have to do it on my own. That was so pretty, Angelique. Thank you very much.
That's what I was coloring. I don't know if people noticed. I was like not looking up because I was like,
yes. I saw you looking down. I figured you were writing or doing something. So it made no thing. Thank you so much. No, I don't know. I mean, today, like I said, I worked. I came home. I almost went to sleep, realizing no, you have to stay awake. And then I wanted to make. I was planning to make a dinner. I wanted fried chicken, actually. I want
Good
fried
choice.
chicken. So I seasoned up some chicken and it's marinating in the refrigerator. So I can make it either tomorrow or Tuesday. Since Monday, I have rehearsal. And it's at night, so I won't be able to do anything. So Tuesday I can do it. And I have cheddar cheese. The last time I had like really nice cheddar cheese is when I went to the UK and bought it from the store and put it in my bag and brought it back. It's like, cheddar. And that last, I'll tell you something. Put that bad boy in the fridge. That lasted a long time.
Is cheddar cheese not common out there?
Here?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
It's
It's
not
real
here
freaking
either.
expensive.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find like a super good variety of cheese here either in the Netherlands. Like, the cheese.
Why?
I don't know. The cheese
mean, we
they
have
make here is so like blah, and it's even like it's kind of like they love these flat like big slices, and they look like Swiss cheese, but they're kind of not, and they're kind of like not that flavorful, and they're kind of like the
That sounds
texture.
really sad.
It is
It
very.
does.
It's
I was
very
like,
sad.
I'm coming to visit, but now
It's
No, see,
not
that's
as
the Netherlands.
sad-
Not because
It's
of
not
the
as
cheese.
sad.
That's the Netherlands. In
It's not
Sweden,
as sad as not being able to find decent avocados like ever, unless you just get really super lucky. Jermaine hears me complain about it all the damn time, and I love guacamole. I mean, I grew up in California. We had an avocado tree in the backyard. I mean, I love avocados, and here it's like, okay, what's going to be the mystery today? Is it going to be all black and rotten on the inside? Is it going to have strings on the inside? Is it going to be ripe? Is it going to be hard as a freaking hockey puck? Is it going to take 4 weeks to get like even ripe? Is it going to be overripe? What's it going to be? You don't know what you're going to get.
That's
It's like,
disappointing.
oh yeah.
no, yeah, here it's the same. Like avocados, it's a hit or miss, and then when you get that hit, you got to eat them all within like a 48-hour period, or immediately they go bad.
Yeah.
We have tons of cheese. We have tons of cheese here, tons of it. Just that when I first got here, I was like, oh, I want some cheddar cheese. It wasn't a large amount, maybe one or two, and they were expensive as hell. And I was like, I don't think I want cheddar cheese that much anymore. I'm going to experiment with these other ones
here too, but it all seems so much like the same. It's like, oh, well, this is old cheese. Well, this is young cheese. I'm like, but it's all kind of the same kind of cheese. It's just a ton of this almost same kind of cheese, you know. Now, who's been to France? Because I know there's probably a lot of really yummy cheeses in France.
Who've been to France?
I've been there, but I didn't even.
I follow this lady on social media. Her page is called We in France, and she posts amazing things. She's an expat from the US, and she married a French guy. And so I know France has got the cheese thing going on.
No, there's tons of cheese here, just not, they don't stand out. I mean, there are some that people like, and like cheese is such a staple here, especially when it comes to like buffets and breakfast. Whereas, and I know at least I've what I can remember from being in London and know from being in America, when you have usually for breakfast, if you're having cheese, it's like either on toast or it's in an omelet. It's not usually on the side with crackers or something like that. Sorry, with crackers or something like that. So I'm like, which made me actually stop eating so much cheese. Go figure. Not having enough cheese made you maybe stop eating so much cheese. That sucks.
I act like I can't live without cheese, but I don't have as much cheese as I used to. Like I used to eat cheese a lot. And I was one of those people who is just like, a life without cheese is not a life worth living, like that kind of a vibe. And now I'm just kind of like, I like cheese. It's good. But it's maybe because it's so easily available here, and like we have lots of different good kinds. But when I lived in South Korea, it's changing now, but cheese is expensive there as well. And it's like they sell them in smaller packages, and even regular cheddar is like on the expensive side. Unless you get to Costco, then you can get like the massive like block of cheddar, which what are you going to do with that? Like you can't really freeze it because it doesn't freeze well. So me and friends would like get a big block and then like cut that in half and share it. But, yeah.
At least you have a Costco. We don't have a Costco.
I mean, I'm back in Canada now, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, but we don't have a Costco at all. But I think I heard that they're building one, like up in here in Barranquilla, somewhere up there.
They built one in France somewhere.
Oh,
I was saying, we just got our first Costco. We did not have a Costco. Ours is maybe a year old. maybe.
Wow.
Mhm.
See, Costco is that? Because I remember, I mean, in New York, they were just all over. And I think when I went to Virginia, it was Sam's Club. And they were just, I'd love to go into Sam's Club. It was just, it was huge. It was just looking around and marveling at everything, all the variety. You just get sick looking at it all.
Is Sam's Club like Costco?
Yeah.
I think Costco is to Sam's like Target is to Walmart, though. I mean, I think Costco's a little not like nicer things. Yeah, I do. Sam's is and Costco, you can buy things in bulk, but you can buy them in slightly smaller sizes than Sam's. Sam's is like, you want ketchup, you're gonna get some damn ketchup for the whole block. So you can get a whole lot of ketchup, but you can get maybe a little bit less ketchup. You know, you don't have like the Brady Bunch or football team. You know, a lot of restaurant owners shop at Sam's, and because I've had both, and I love Costco. You mentioned Costco, and you just made me instantly homesick. Like,
I do not have. All right, I've been watching a lot of squad casts the last months. So I have a versus right now. Oh, speaking of verses, yeah, we gotta get into that. The verses. There was a verse out. I'm seeing now. I'm just all over the place. But this particular one that I saw, that it was really interesting in one of those this or that kind of things. So this is the last one I saw. So the question I have for y'all is, would you rather have the Predator or the Terminator on your side?
Predator.
Why?
Because, okay, I'm going to embarrass myself. I've never seen any Terminator movies. So I can't make a comparison, I'm afraid.
I haven't seen either or
I've
Predator
not seen either of the Predators.
or Terminators, none of them.
I remember Carl made me watch one of the Terminator movies. I didn't really like it.
I've seen maybe one Terminator movie like a long time ago, but I don't think I've seen any of the Predator movies.
Y'all are just hurting my heart.
Are you okay?
I know.
The only reason I've seen Predator is because one of my friends made me watch it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen that either.
I think I like Predator.
Sound like me.
Because he's scarier looking.
Yeah.
But is Predator a human or a monster creature?
Predator
Is
looks
he
like
an alien or something?
He's some kind of alien with Rasta braids with
Can you
dreads.
reason with it?
Yeah, he has dreads.
Can you reason with Predator?
Huh?
Can you reason with Predator?
Yeah. To a degree.
And I would think
Eventually.
Terminator.
Eventually. Yeah.
Like,
it's hard.
can you walk the street with Predator?
Well,
you can at least walk the street with the Terminator.
I just don't want it to turn on me.
This is true.
Walking with the Predator in New York is a thing, Jermaine. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm walking with the Predator in New York.
Yeah, but
that's true. That's
I'm
true.
safe. It's a thing. They're gonna leave me alone. Bullets gonna ricochet off of that.
That's
but they ricochet off the Terminator. No, in fact, Terminator absorbed them suckers and spit them back out.
Oh, you're talking Terminator 2. Yeah, you're talking the metal version.
Predator's scary to them, though. I'm walking with the Predator.
Well, I mean, yeah. They got more advanced. I just said Terminator. It could be the 2.0, the 5.9. I don't know which one it was.
So I guess I should add these to my watch list.
I can't believe y'all.
Definitely.
I think it's
already too long.
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
I think it might be an age thing for us too. Like we 30, early 30s. And so we
what are
like
you trying to say, Monique?
No, I'm just saying when the movies came out, we was too little to be watching them, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm old enough. I should have seen those. I should have
well,
seen
maybe not be. I'm just speaking for me. Like everybody's making a big deal about the Tom Cruise movie. I'm like, I was not even alive when the movie came out. I don't know nothing about Top Gun. I ain't seen it.
I haven't seen Top Gun.
And y'all stop asking me questions about stuff before I was born. Now, goodness,
I'm keeping my grade.
Actually, when did the Terminator and the Predator movies first come out?
Okay, now you want me to Google
90s?
stuff. Okay, wait, let's Google Terminator.
It's him in the 90s.
Well, I know Terminator 2.
Okay, so I was like a little toddler when those came out then.
1984 was the Terminator.
84.
Okay, that was the year I was born. So I wouldn't
you weren't
sorry, but that's no excuse. None of you watched
That's no excuse.
Casablanca?
No,
I've never seen Casablanca.
No one's Casablanca. Seriously.
No.
I know.
Hey, nobody seen Casablanca?
No.
I don't have anything against old movies. I just haven't watched them.
It's more of a
some of them.
It's more of a, especially like action movies, watching the effects just don't translate well later on. They don't. The special effects just don't translate well. They just don't.
What's that one movie with Charlie Chaplin where he gives that really good speech?
Oh yeah.
What's that one?
What when he pretends to be? Oh no, is that somebody else?
Nazi.
Yeah. When he's pretending to be like Hitler. Is it called
the greatest dictator or something like that?
Something like that. The greatest,
exactly.
I've seen that one. I liked it.
I haven't seen it, but
I've also seen The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Progress will lead to all man's happiness.
The Day the Earth Stood Still. That Keanu Reeves, I think, remade it.
Yes.
But I've seen the original, and it's actually a very different vibe. But both are very good. They feel like different movies.
Okay, let me try.
I've seen some black and white movies. It's just
not many. I've seen
you guys.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We watched it in school.
No, I read it in school. I never.
Oh, we saw the movie too. We after we read the book, then we watched the movie.
I don't think I've read or watched it.
What?
They didn't make y'all suffer through that.
What's the name of that really, really old movie? Metropolis. Have you guys seen Metropolis?
I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Really, really super old.
Is it about some a woman who's like a robot?
Well, there's a
character because there was
but the theme of the movie is like the people who live in the underworld who do all the like work, and then the people who live above ground who are like the bourgeois, and they're like the wealthy and stuff. It's like a, it's got a message,
Yeah, I've heard of it. Classic. But there was a Beyonce video where she kind of looks like that woman in the movie, but I can't remember what the name of the song is.
Mm-hmm. Now, and see, there's a more current movie because how old is Metropolis? That's an older movie.
That's
1927.
1927.
Okay.
Yeah, I googled it
because there's another movie that I think it's called Upside Down. Same premise.
Yes.
Same premise.
Yes.
I don't know if it got into theaters. I think I caught it. I think I was watching like trailer movies on YouTube, and it popped up.
Yeah.
And it was given. And I think I think it was called Upside Down. Very interesting. Y'all still have hurt me because none of y'all. I can't believe the Terminator and Predator thing has killed me. Y'all hurt my heart right then and there by not knowing that. That hurt.
Schwarzenegger's not really someone
if I had. If I had to choose,
but if you had to choose, okay, yes.
If I had to choose, I'm going with the Predator just because he got locked, and we gonna look good walking down the street together.
Mm-hmm.
We just
hilarious.
In my mind, he's a black man. He might not be, but in my mind,
that's kind of why I went with him. I was like, he looks like he could be black. I'm not going to pick Arnie over him.
Listen, if I had known that there was like required reading or watching before this museum, I would have done it.
Right. Always.
Okay. Pop quiz.
I didn't get the reading list. I didn't get the homework.
I would have watched them. I had time. I mean,
at least Google
I didn't have
clips.
any internet all day.
Y'all are messed up. I cannot believe. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. You know. Okay.
I hope you will still love us.
Can I just ask on movies? Just on that point. Just tell me which is your favorite movie right now? Is there a favorite movie so I can just get a pointer on what movies you watch? Is there a favorite?
My favorite movie is not indicative of the kind of movies I like to watch.
Oh, that is
my favorite movie is *𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 Redemption, but like nowadays I tend to watch fantasy sci-fi.
It's true. My favorite movie, I'm a hypocrite, is The Color Purple, even though that came out before I was born. I love The Color Purple. Everybody's like Black trauma, and I'm like, this is a good time for me. Because until you do right by me, everything you touch gonna crumble. And for that will always be my tell you. That is my movie. But I am a sci-fi girl too. I prefer a little bit of more fantasy.
Yeah, real world is already depressing, so I like to.
Yeah,
I watch movies for escapism for the most part. But *𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 Redemption, there's something about it that's just like really satisfying in the end, where I'm just like, yes, yes.
Yeah, that was that did feel that way. You're right. That did feel like that. Yeah. Like he would like, it's like finally. Time of feeling.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite movie, but I am more of a sci-fi fantasy type person.
Yeah. I don't know what I am. I like animation. So I guess that's kind of an escape. My favorite movie is The Fifth Element. That I can say.
Mine too.
My favorite movie is The Fifth Element. I can watch that movie 2, 3, 4 times, 6 times. Know the script. You know.
Me too.
What? No, it's not. So that's my movie obsession. I will watch that forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and not get bored of it at all.
Yeah, it's good. It's like in my top 5.
That's all right. That's okay if no one can. You're choosing because of the fact that he, looks like a Black man, and you've never seen Terminator. Predator. Yeah, I know. In Terminator, especially Miss Monique down there, we ain't gonna say nothing to you. And Wittney ain't seen either one, so
I saw the first Terminator.
Okay.
I didn't like it, but I saw it.
We're coming away from movies. We're going to food. Yeah. Popcorn versus nachos. Which is your favorite?
Nachos.
What? Okay, I have a question. Are we talking about like at the movie theater, or if I'm doing it at the house?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Nachos with cheese.
Because if it's at the movie theater, I don't really care for those nachos. But if I'm making them at the house, there's no competition.
Always nachos with cheese. Popcorn gets stuck in my.
I don't like popcorn.
Just as a rule, you don't like it?
I don't like it.
I like it, but if it's a choice between popcorn and nachos, I pick nachos with cheese.
Yeah, I would pick. Well, I mean, it's not like I will never eat popcorn, but I'm like, what is it for?
Shame. What is it for?
What is it for?
That hurt a little bit. Ouch.
I've never had that question with my food.
Monique brings up a good point, though.
That's how I feel about rice cakes.
Again.
What is the point? That is a legit.
I think what I don't like about popcorn is when you get the skin on the kernel and it slides in between your teeth and your gum, and then your gum swells for like 2-3 days, and then it doesn't slide back out until like 2-3 days later, and you've been flossing and brushing every day.
and it's been swelling up and swelling up because you've been cutting your gum. Yes, yes.
What is it for?
Yes.
You convinced me. You convinced me. Nachos, dang it, nachos.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm feeling
Rhonda,
it.
you were saying something, I think.
Oh, I was just saying that she brought up a good point, because if it's at the, I don't know, the answer is it depends. Yeah, because some movie, I remember back home, we had this one movie theater that whenever we'd go there, we would never ever get the popcorn. It was awful. It was terrible. It was too salty. It was always stale. But like popcorn done right at the movie theater versus those pitiful little nachos at the movie theater, I would have to go with the popcorn. But you know, it depends. If the little dude behind the counter hooks you up with some extra cheese and they got some jalapenos, yeah, you know, we might be able to work with that. But yeah, you know, it just depends. But
I feel like it's an experience thing too, though. It's not just the taste of the popcorn. It's the experience of like, I'm at the movie theater, I'm getting popcorn, and we see that image all the time, and it's like the smell of the butter.
The smell.
Why not something else? Why not like sweeties?
Ew, what?
Or ice cream.
What a weird.
I mean, we get those too. Like we usually get like a small ice cream. Like you get the little kids meal. Yeah, I mean not ice cream. You get a small drink, the popcorn, and the candy. You know, when you get the little kids meal. The little kids pack. Mm-hmm.
Now my daughter get $25 kids pack. Yeah.
Yeah. No, bring your own snack.
I cannot believe Veronica said, why popcorn instead? Like, why not sweets? Like, why would I not have something delicious and savory and instead have something like the two go maybe together?
Sugar,
but I wouldn't replace that with sweets.
I'll have nice cookies, like a selection of chocolates and gummies and foamy sweets, and then you've got something that sticks in your gum and gives you gum problems.
You mean like gummy bears that stick in your teeth and
they melt away? They don't go in between your gum and your tooth and give you like swelling gum.
Milk duds are the worst candy to get stuck in your teeth. Like milk duds, y'all ever got like a milk dud?
Oh my god!
Or the sugar babies? Oh,
and the black cows.
You're all making my teeth hurt.
Can I propose a food versus? I want to throw one out there in the name of.
Here it comes.
This was for you. Okay, Cinnabon versus Cookie Factory. Or Mrs.
I've never had Cookie Factory because I don't know if that's in the UK. We used to have Cinnabon. We used to have Cinnabon. So I only know Cinnabon. So I'd be like Cinnabon.
Or do you have the Great American? Oh well, in essence, that would be.
We have Cheesecake Factory.
American. But like the cookie, like some cookie or Mrs. Fields cookies, or maybe I don't know if you didn't have that there, but they in the mall they would have these cookie stores in the mall. And then, you know, so you got those, talk about smells, talk about just, oh my gosh. And then Cinnabon, I just saw a comedian was making a joke just a couple days. I saw this video a couple days ago. And they're like, the people at Cinnabon, they have people standing there blowing that smell out down the hallway. You know, like you don't stand a chance against that. Like it's like crack, you know? The Cinnabon
I was
smell.
Gonna say, I think they put drugs in Cinnabon. I do.
I have had Cinnabon once in my lifetime, and that was entirely enough. I didn't even finish. I took one bite, and I thought I was going into a diabetic coma. And that was all I needed.
The thing is, when things get imported to the UK, I think sometimes they adjust it to the UK palate. So I don't know if the Cinnabon that we got over here is as sugary or as sweet as what they have in America, because I know, like, when I've been to America, your sweets are just sweet. We don't have that amount of sugar in our food.
Yeah.
Our country is slowly poisoning us with sugar. We are very well aware of it. They're poisoning us. We know.
Yeah.
It's like,
we know.
we
know.
We know.
Don't know if UK Cinnabon compares to US Cinnabon. I don't know.
Yeah, even Canada, which shares the same land mass as the US, surprisingly different. Like the portion sizes are smaller, and things are not as sweet. Things are not as things are just not as much in every sense of the word. But Cinnabon, there's one in a Yonge and Eglinton subway station here in Toronto, and it's like. So you have the platform level where the trains are, then you have the entrance level where you like go into the subway system, and there's shops and stuff like that, and then there's the ground level of the road. On that shop level, there's a Cinnabon, and I mean you start to smell it before the doors fully open on the subway train, and then you step off, and it's almost like Toucan Sam, follow your nose wherever. Like you have to go. It's like right at the top of all the stairs that come from the platform. They converge on Cinnabon. It's by where you have to walk past it if you're going to take a bus from that station. It's just diabolical. Like there's like no escape.
That's how they want it.
It brings me joy. Yeah, it brings me. It feels so good just hearing you describe it. I'm just there. I'm happy.
There used to be a Cinnabon in a place called Piccadilly Circus a few years ago. That was the only place I ever saw it. But every time I went to Piccadilly Circus, I always ended up with Cinnabon, and I always ended up buying one of their buns. It was quite big in a cardboard box.
Just one.
And I had, I can do more than that. But that was like my treat every time I was in central London. I went straight there. But I don't know if there's that closed down ages ago. I don't know if there are any others in the UK. If they are, I'd like to know.
Oh, Andrew just put a picture of Cinnabon in the chat like a jerk.
No, he did not.
This is terrible. There's like one, like not even 5 minutes away from my house. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What did you say?
They look good though. They look good.
Look at him. I know, Joe. Yes, you do.
I've never had one, but they look good. Never had one.
No, they are diabolical. I mean,
they put drugs in it.
Yeah, because
sugar.
Yeah, and like Angelique said, they put them. They strategically put them in the mall in certain places when you're coming in, and that's the first. The thing about it is that I couldn't eat because the smell was so heady. It was just like smelling musk. It was that kind of feeling when you walked. For me, when I walked in and smelled that, it was like smelling a strong musk, and it's like. Oh God, Cinnabons, nasty.
Well, I've been all the right now is this new chain called Nothing But Bundt Cake. I've never had them, but everybody's talking about them back home.
It's called Nothing But Bundt Cake.
I think is that what it's called? Nothing
Bundt Cake.
Bundt Cake, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
They're delicious.
Those things.
They're delicious too. Just I am a sweet connoisseur, and they are delicious too. It's like they have different flavors. It's all the same icing, so it's like a cream cheese icing frosting. I don't really know the difference, but and they have cinnamon swirl, praline pecan, strawberry. My favorite is the lemon. They've got double chocolate chip. They've got red velvet, and they come about this big. And we used to, because we worked right across the street, we would just cut them in half and split them to keep us from eating the whole entire thing. But if you put it in the microwave just for a second and let it, I'm a fat girl on the inside.
I'm a fat girl on the outside. I hear you.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Thank you, because I was saying that I'm a fat girl.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm happy about it. I love it.
Yeah, it brings me so much joy. I'm about to have like a tear. I'm like happy.
Carl says, I'm also a fat girl on the outside.
Oh my God.
Carl.
Carl, you need to come out and play.
A friend of mine had that surgery this week. So she was like, we could go in and do double surgery. I was like, I'm happy eating.
Yeah, no. They can't eat anything.
She had like
drinking.
She had the gastro bypass thing.
Now I can't tell you which one of them it was. It was one of them.
Okay.
They know to get the skinny one. I was like,
not liposuction.
Their stomachs are so sensitive after they have that surgery, like they can't hardly eat anything without it upsetting their stomach and making them sick and throw up again.
So it's like,
wait, could you imagine her? Could you imagine her doing that?
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna just be juicy.
I was like, who? And then I realized you're pointing to yourself.
Hello.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
No. No.
A lot of people get it though. A lot of my coworkers have gotten it, and it's really helped them. You know, it really has helped them. I don't have the self-control to do it.
I have a friend who had like one of those bands installed around her stomach, and she's like, didn't do not one damn thing. Didn't lose any weight. She didn't get any smaller. I think she looks fine as she is, but I think for her health, she felt it was necessary. But yeah, it
didn't work. Oh no.
And the thing about it is there's certain food like rice, for example, you don't have to have the thing about rice is it expands in your stomach, right? And so you can have what feels like a reasonable amount of rice, and then you feel fuller after like a while. And so she was like, yeah, I was eating stuff that wasn't, maybe she wasn't supposed to eat it. I don't know, but she was like, yeah, it didn't do anything for her.
Because I think there are things, I think it's the amount, because I have a friend of mine also who did it. And she, it was amounts that you couldn't eat and things that you couldn't eat. And then I don't know. Because I even thought about it, I was like, nah, that looks like too much work. Because the people who have had it, she has to take in turn, she's not getting the right nutrients that's in her, through her system. So she has to compensate by taking different types of vitamins and making sure that, you really have to balance out, because she can't eat a lot. She has to eat small amounts. She's lost quite a bit of weight. I told her, I said, okay, stop now. I literally kind of said it to her one day because she was always pretty. She did it more. She really thought she was doing it because she had a back problem, and it was constant, and it was another issue that was involved. And she figured, okay, once this happens, that'll settle down, and it did not.
It's because every doctor tells you, no matter what's wrong with you, if you're in pain or if you have some kind of problem, it's because you're too fat. And if you just lose a little bit of weight, that pain will magically go away. But I broke my finger. Yeah, you see, it's because of all of that fat surrounding your internal organs. That's probably why you broke your finger.
And that happens a lot. Even with I've had like in the years like before, and at least more than a decade ago, when I had clients and they talked to me, and especially a few men, and of course, usually after like I have a massage, and they'll talk about, I'll ask them if they do any kind of training or any kind of stretching, and they don't, or blah blah blah. I'll talk about their doctor, said that they should do it, but they haven't. And it's a lot, even for men, it's a sensitive topic. So I'm not going to go there. Well, if you lost like 50, 60 pounds, you wouldn't, because it's not always about like Angelique said, it's not always about that. It's a lot of times, especially with this, for these particular 2 or 3 of these particular men, it was about muscle. I was like, okay, your back is hurting because your stomach muscles are weak. You strengthen your lower stomach muscles, and it'll support your back. Now, mind you, a lot of these men were very heavy and did have either, might have had, large bellies or just heavy in general. But I'm like, strengthen your lower muscles, and it'll alleviate some of that pain off your back. Which I think they felt better instead of someone telling them that they're fat. Or
I have so much trauma around being fat and around weight loss and the diet industry and the bullshit that people have said to me just because I exist in a body that they don't find sexually attractive. Like, why is my dad's friend telling me the day of my grandmother's funeral in my grandmother's home that he thinks I've gained a little bit too much weight and that he's worried about my health? Before that day and since that day, he has never once inquired about any other aspect of my health. But on that day, he felt it was necessary to tell me that I was getting a little bit too big and I need to be careful because, the rest of you gets bigger, but your ankles, they stay the same size. Okay, and look how heavy the rock is. How heavy is the rock?
What kind of a jerk is this?
His wiggle worm stays the same size too. How about that?
Listen,
How about that?
that? Maybe you should stop obsessing over my body because you're old enough to be my father, and you can go watch yourself. Because I in that moment I was grieving. I was much younger than I am now, and there was a woman with him. Almost like he was like, "Come with me," because maybe you being there will soften the blow or something. And she just stood there and was like, she's a big woman.
Oh my gosh.
And I stood there watching these two adults that I have grown up thinking were my family, were friends of my family, and they're still friends of my father's. And I'm just like, if there's anyone in this world that I can say, I'm not even working on it. I hate him. Like the amount of trauma that I still have around that moment, that was obviously a core memory for me. Because it's just like, in what universe is this okay?
Even if he wanted to say, at what time would he ever think that at my grandmother passed, this is the time you want to have this conversation with me when I'm mourning my grandmother? Oh, you should have knocked his head off.
And it's not even like she died from being fat. You know what I mean? Like she died from hospital negligence after an elective angioplasty or whatever. Like it had nothing to do with weight or weight loss or anything. Her life, her health. So it's just like, in what, who, why?
That's awful.
It's just like you grow, and then you start to think, growing up, people telling you that you need to exercise, but not telling my skinny brother that he needs to exercise. Oh, because you're worried about my health, but nobody's worried about his health because he's skinny and he goes to Kung Fu once a week. Like that doesn't. So just a lot of stuff like that. And then when you get older, you start to realize these things. Oh, I'm just worried about your health. You're not.
It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It's about them.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
It has really nothing, and that's unfortunate. And I hate to tell you that because sometimes we want to latch on to, oh, they care about me, but really it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their perception, not of you, but of themselves.
Yeah.
And so they perpetuate it onto others.
Well, because they look at fat people and they're like, how dare you give yourself permission to do a thing I don't give myself permission to do, which is just exist and be happy in a big body, right?
Yeah.
But so lots of healing has happened since then, thank God, but it's still I'm anti-diet. And so whenever people mention diets to me, I'm always like,
this is true.
But you can't focus on that diet word.
Yeah, this is
diets is they will make you fatter in the end, right? Like you once you get on the cycle, you lose the weight, and then you back, and then you lose the weight, and then you gain more back because of your whatever. There's always, and the thing, we don't have time.
we
don't have time.
No, but
we're here for Jermaine's birthday.
No, but you're right. I mean, we're given so many different things, and it's like, it's short from saying just mind your business. Just mind your business.
Yes.
Do what you're gonna do.
It happened just today or yesterday. A friend of mine, she had put a picture up of herself, and I think it was for an ID card she had gotten. And yeah, she looked, I wrote like, okay. And I called her like Miss blah, 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 because she looks so teacher-like. And a friend of hers wrote, oh, you look fat. I was like, and wrote it. And then she wrote under it, I think she said, I mean chubby. And I'm thinking to myself,
that didn't help. Yeah, that didn't, no ma'am.
I'm like, you ain't a friend.
You look fat.
I think.
Where is this person from? I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Where is this person from?
Where are they from? These people that I think they're
what
friends.
culture?
No.
Yeah, I know, but like what culture?
Oh, East Indian, Asian culture.
They're
Because
very blunt. They're very blunt like that.
Huh?
that's what I was gonna say. It might have just been an observation.
They're very blunt like that.
Yeah. They're
No,
very
but
blunt.
Because I feel like even West Indian culture to a degree.
Yeah.
Because
You get
anytime
fatty, you get fatty.
The last
No,
time-
but see,
I think
I understand
a few
saying
years
it,
ago-
but
Yeah,
she
no.
wrote it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't.
they don't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
This
matter.
is true.
It doesn't matter because I've been told, oh, you're putting on size. That's what they said to me.
Putting on size.
Putting on
Putting on
size.
size.
Yeah, daddy like it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And them cute. What you gonna do
And
with
then
your problem?
when I lost the weight, then it's you're mager. You're mager.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't win. You can't win.
But I'm still cute. But I'm still cute. So what you gonna do with your problem?
You can't
That
win.
part.
I still remember years, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, she's my mama. I know she didn't mean it that way. But I came home from work one day and she looked at me and she went, Veronica, you're getting fat. That's how they are. And they don't mean
but if you, Veronica, turn around and say, Mommy, you getting oily?
It's true, you know. It's true. It's true.
How do you think that would go down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So I remember one time I came back from holiday and she was like, "Oh, you're getting a bit rotund."
Rotund.
Yeah.
I can't
It's just the way they are.
I like that.
While I'm talking, that is my mother. She is that way too. That is my mom.
Yeah.
She,
I genuinely don't believe it's intended to hurt me, but it's just culturally they're very blunt.
Yeah.
Did she look
my mom's
disappointed?
Pardon?
Did she look disappointed?
No, it was just like she was making an observation.
Right.
Yeah. My mom was like, she wants to be the one to tell me before someone else tells me. That's how she does it. She feels like I let me tell you before somebody else tell you. You didn't put on some weight. You looking a little thick, girl. She'll just say,
like you don't already like.
I know, because my clothes don't fit. Clothes do not fit. I don't look in the mirror. I have no idea. I just know my clothes don't fit. I just start wearing Mister's clothes. Just done with that.
Wearing Mister's clothes.
Yeah, I'm not.
I remember
my clothes.
Back
Go
when
ahead.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like, no. Back when I was like obsessed with losing weight, because I've lost weight, right? And then I've gained it back, and more, and then I lost the weight again, and then I gained it back, was more, and now I'm just like, you know what? Just body, do what you want to do. But I remember when I was in that cycle, the dream of buying new clothes for a smaller body was like, woo, this is gonna be so fun going shopping. Finally, I'm gonna be able to find clothes in my size. But thank the Lord, there are always gonna be clothes in my size. And I just like buying clothes now.
This is me.
I used to hate shopping for clothes. That used to be like the bane of my existence because every time I went clothes shopping, I needed a bigger size. And that was partly because I was a child who was growing. That's what happens when you're a child, you get bigger and you grow. But when everyone's constantly saying, oh, you're biggie, then you kind of, you dread getting bigger, but you're supposed to get bigger when you're a child. That's what's supposed to happen. So anyway, now I'm an adult and I'm not really getting any bigger because I allowed my body to just do what it wanted to do. It did get a little bit bigger in the healing process. And now it's just like, okay, this is the size we are. And I'm like, sounds good. Now I know what size I am. And the clothes that I had last year, guess what? They still fit me. And that is not something that I could always say because the clothes I had from the year before either were too small or were too big. They were never the right size. And now it's just like, yeah, but I still.
That's fine.
I don't use that as an excuse anymore.
No. Okay, I got one now. Since I remember you talked about funerals and I had to look for this one about funerals. What's worse, laughing at someone's funeral, or starting a problem at someone's funeral?
Starting a problem.
Starting a problem.
Yeah, starting a problem. Don't start a problem at my loved one's funeral. Don't do it.
Because that will linger. That will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That will
Considering
have.
someone
That will
started
have
a problem at my grandma's funeral.
Yeah, that will. I think laughing. Yeah, people will be a bit like, "What are you doing?" But they'll forget about it. But if you start a problem, that can have far-reaching ramifications.
And let me ask you, why do people choose a funeral to start that kind of madness, though?
Because they're grieving too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of internal. I had a cousin when my step grandmother passed away. I just call her my grandma. Like, one cousin wasn't in the obituary at all, was missed or whatever. One cousin spit on the other cousin on the church ground.
That's nasty.
I just know, had it been me that she spit on, there wouldn't have been a funeral.
Then there would have been.
Oh, well, it would have been two.
Two.
Yeah, we wouldn't have made it but she handled herself well, and let it be. But we still talk about it to this day. And she's been gone about 5 years now. And we're still like, yeah. And you remember when you spit on her on the church grounds? I don't remember anybody laughing. If they did laugh,
No,
I think I agree with you. Starting a problem.
Then a problem is way worse.
Because if you laugh, people are like, well, people respond to death in different ways. Maybe they were laughing about a happy memory that they had with the deceased, or they were celebrating their life, right? Like, you kind of some people want their funerals to be more celebrations of life. Nobody wear black, that kind of thing. But starting a problem, you're causing additional harm and hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you take away. I'm sorry. I was going to say you. Oh, I don't cry. You want everyone to cry, V?
I want everyone to cry, and I want a shrine, and I want everyone to have a massive photograph of me in their house, and every time they pass the photograph, they genuflect and they ring a bell.
And ring a bell.
What's genuflecting?
I don't want no one crying. No cry. I don't want, just wrap me up in a sheet and put me in the backyard. Then I want y'all to just, I have Mr.
You want us to bring the brothers with you too, or?
Yeah, I don't want you spending a whole bunch of money on me after I'm gone. If you're going to buy something for me, buy it for me now while I'm still here. Don't spend no bunch of money on me after don't do that. My his aunt.
If you have the money to spend.
Yeah, his great aunt passed. They had a helicopter that dropped rose petals.
Now that's weird.
I want that too.
Yeah.
They released doves, and she was in a horse-drawn carriage.
But she was dead.
Oh my God!
Did she get a monument as well? I want a monument.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
As a funeral director, I'm happy for them.
You need to write all this down, V.
No.
I know, right?
Noreen is
someone who will follow these instructions for you if anything should happen.
Yeah, no. I want y'all to have
my big photograph. It needs to be framed, and it needs to be somewhere prominent in your house.
Not the bathroom.
Like at the front door, like when you walk in the living room.
It has to be
or by the kitchen table, the dining table.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have me at every meal. Just prop my photo at the end of the dining.
Perfect.
Too much. You should ask people to do this for one of your birthdays so that you can live long, so you can enjoy it.
While you're here. Yes, so you
while
can see it and experience it. Yes.
Yeah. And while you can choose the photo.
That part.
Oh, yeah.
You can have a whole photo shoot.
I'll choose the photo. I'll put it in my will. It'll be in my instructions. I'll be like, this photo only. This one has been approved.
Do a whole photo shoot and just make it right now, so it'll be ready.
You sure you don't want a wax figure made of yourself for people to, have a statue?
That would be cool, but I feel like that requires too much maintenance. So maybe just one carved from marble.
What do you care? I mean,
marble.
Like the Greek.
He said wax is too much maintenance. Maybe marble.
Marble. Oh gosh. Oh girl, I can't afford to mourn you. I can't. I'm so sorry, friend. I cannot afford to mourn
Y'all
you.
see, I get close to the camera. You see how close I got? I'm listening closely. I'm a girl listening closely to this one.
Noreen, you said you're a funeral director?
Who do I have to meet with for that one? I'm there.
It sounds like you need to meet with a wedding planner, is what it sounded
I
like.
just thought,
Yeah, definitely.
because like stone is permeable, you could probably douse the statue in some kind of expensive perfume.
Hopefully you're not done.
I have many ideas.
Yes.
Many ideas.
Cremate me, put me in the throw me in the water.
Don't do nothing elaborate. I want y'all to twerk now. I want to see the best twerk you got at my funeral. If you ain't got your Megan Thee Stallion, yes, twerk for my funeral.
I do not know how to
Who's
twerk.
looking over your shoulder now?
Just practice. You gotta
Parker.
practice.
I mean, get your knees together. I'm big fine woman. Want you back that thing up? I'm big. That's the play at my funeral. Like it's a good time. It is a party. Pelvic thrust, and then I want you to have a good time and smile and be happy and be like, "Ooh, at least she ain't now we ain't got to listen to her no more or something." And go on about your business. Have a good life. Don't do too much for me. I don't want
people to
everybody
cry for me, but like only okay. I don't know. I cremate me, throw me in the water.
It got a thing where you can turn yourself into a tree. Have you seen those?
I really like
I
that
could be
idea.
a tree. I could be a tree.
I want to. They put your.
I love that
I guess
one.
they cremate you, and then you somehow you end up in something with a tree, and then they go plant a tree somewhere, and that's what I want.
That's really cool because I read about that and I was like, oh, I want to do this. But then I read another article that was like, if they cremate you, there's nothing alive in your ashes. So it's not. It's like they would put your ashes, but then they would also have to put soil and like other stuff for the seed to actually grow. But that would be awesome, like to be buried as part of the the roots of a tree. That'd be awesome.
I know someone who has made arrangements for that, but theirs is slightly different. So I think they want their body will be put into some kind of I guess it's a compostable bag or something, and they'll plant the tree on top of that, so the tree grows from that rather than being cremated first.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it is, I will. I'll be dead. I don't care, but just whatever that is.
Yeah.
I want to be.
It's called a green burial. It's called a green burial, and then if you request the tree ling or the seedling, they'll put it on top. It's a green burial.
How much is it, Noreen? How much is it?
Tain't a lot, boo. They just gonna wrap you in a pretty linen thing, put some flowers on you, and
see, I said in the shoot that'll work.
They also have a thing where I thought I read somewhere where you can become a diamond or something like that. Has anybody heard about that one?
That would be your ashes. You would be cremated, and then your ashes pressed.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. It's all interesting stuff that's happening right now, folks. Like big things.
I want to ask you a question, Noreen.
Oh Lord, why?
Before you ask the question, hi D, how you doing? Can you hear us?
I'm good.
Oh, okay,
I'm good.
Oh, Carl. Carl's in the
I know it's his face. Wow.
You wait for more men. Andy was here, and D pops in, then you come. Thank you, Carl, for letting us see your face and stuff.
I can't see everyone's face on my phone, which is why you see.
Go ahead, Angelique. I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask Noreen. So I have this. There's this YouTube channel called Ask a Mortician, and she made a video about how the reason people don't just get buried in their coffins. Like the coffin goes into like a metal cage, and the reason is so that the land is level so they can mow the grass more easily. Is that true?
So the purpose of the what's that word? Yes, because the ground would fall in. It's not about really the grass, but it supports land in essence. so that the land can still be level and not fall in, so that when people walk in, they fall in, right?
Right, because
So
I guess
just
as the
support-
coffin decomposes, it would like collapse in on itself, and then the land above it would also collapse in on itself. And
that takes so long, girl. You and I would never experience that ever. It takes so long with the things that happen. You'll never know. It's just simply, oh my goodness, I know the word is right there. It's just to support the earth. It's sort of a keeper of the casket, and it supports the earth staying not lower. You've ever walked in a cemetery, notice that certain plots are lower, like sinking? That vault, that's the word, the vault, stops sinking.
Okay.
It's not even about the casket. I mean, it protects it from water falling and all that other stuff, but it's just to support the land, the earth. But we need to get away from all that stuff, y'all.
I was gonna ask, but if there's a vault, then does that mean that your coffin and your bones never actually decompose fully into the earth because it's surrounded by the vault?
It's gonna take the time of that vault, that iron piece, box piece, whatever you create it to be, to disintegrate, to then allow you to go into the earth.
Yeah,
that's too much work.
I don't want
Can
that.
we just go green?
Yeah.
Let's just go green.
Put a seedling in my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
have y'all?
Yeah.
You with the picture. What were you doing with the picture now? What were you doing with your actual body? You never got to that part, or did I miss it?
Oh, to be honest, I was obviously messing around. I've always wanted to just be. I've always just wanted to be.
We are sitting here taking you totally serious. We're like, she won all that. All
but
right.
I was thinking, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
No.
I'm telling you, I was gonna wear the best black suit ever.
No, to be honest,
I believe you.
I've always wanted to just be cremated, but I never really thought about it that deeply.
Cheapest way to go, folks. Cremation right now.
I don't know. I
Cremation
don't like
right
the
now.
idea of rotting. That's the thing. And I know that I'll be dead and it doesn't matter, but I still feel like I don't want to rot.
Yeah, I don't want to smell. I kept thinking about that. Like, I don't want people to have to smell my rotting flesh. That's not hot.
No one's gonna smell your rotting
smell
flesh.
your
You're gonna
rotting
be
flesh.
surrounded
What are you
by
saying? If you have
flesh.
like a seedling in your compost bag, in that it's not gonna. No.
No.
The seed is also in
Oh.
the earth.
I don't know. I don't want.
All of it is it's covered over.
Oh, okay. As long as y'all can't smell me, we're good. That's.
Well, then we're good, because we won't be
You'll never
smelling
know.
you.
Just saying, that
We
sounds
won't be
horrible. Cool.
And if you're crazy enough to, if you get embalmed, they definitely won't smell you. Don't worry about
I
that.
don't
You
want
be
that.
all right.
Don't
Okay, so
involve
just
me.
go green with some flowers and pine. You be all right, boo.
Just a sheet in the backyard, please and thank you. And then
Like,
y'all have a good time.
I'd like to be. I'd like to
You
be
get to
sent into
pick
space. That's what I would like.
Space?
In
Sent
space.
into space. Just send the body, just fly up into space.
thought
I'd love
you
that.
said
I think that'd
space.
be perfect.
So you want to be
Like
like
space to hold your man in, and I'm so confused.
What?
Space.
in space. You want to be in
Space.
space.
Got it. It's the accent. Kind of okay. Got it. I'm here now. Sorry.
Okay, so you want to be shot
in
off
space.
like Spock in Wrath of Khan when he went out and he just
Exactly.
the needs of the many outweigh the
Exactly.
needs of the
Just-
few out into space.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
You will be shocked by the things that are possible.
Get in
That's what
touch
I'll
with-
say
Sure,
to you.
that is possible.
Really?
We're making fun, but
I'm
you
sure.
would be shocked by the things that are possible. Shocked.
Better get in touch with Elon Musk then. Get on one of them flights. Make your plans.
Well,
Yeah.
we just going Carl said we're going to
No,
receive a
it's
letter
just-
when you're why?
Oh, because Noreen says she's burning all who desire.
Oh,
Oh.
I have a question. Does anyone else here watch Taskmaster?
I've never heard of
I
it.
don't know what that.
I've been told to watch it. I
It's a
haven't
great,
watched it yet.
game show.
It's like a comedy game show, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Greg Davies and
It's
Alex
on
Warren.
Dave.
It was on Dave, and now it's on Channel 4.
I've never seen it, but I know
Okay.
of it.
Because in one of the most recent, like the series that just ended, in one of the episodes, someone sends something into space with a camera attached, and like we see it going up into space and coming back. And I was like, I didn't even know. Now this person is a celebrity at Gamble, but like, I didn't know a person could do that. Just if you had enough money, I didn't know. I guess if you have enough money, you can do it.
I'm sure if we had enough money, we could do darn near anything that we wanted to do with our bodies and plan it out. Speaking of water, I got another one. All right. Everyone should have the choice of this because there ain't no Terminator movies and Predator movies with y'all people who don't know these movies. That's right. I heard the snickering. All right. Which one? Which would you choose? Drink only water for the rest of your life versus only eat unseasoned food?
Drink water for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm drinking water.
Question.
Wait, so drink water.
Wow.
Just for clarification, drink water means you're also not eating any food, only water.
Yeah.
Or
wait, what?
Drink no water and eat unseasoned food for the rest of your life, but no drinking happening.
Oh,
water.
Wait,
it's still water because I will die without it. Unseasoned food, does that include like fruits and vegetables?
You putting salt and pepper on it?
You're not seasoning, you don't season. Okay, then I might do the unseasoned food because then I can just have like a lot of watermelon and cucumbers for my hydration.
I thought you meant that I could have water, as in I can't drink anything else with taste in it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I
thought.
thought.
But still have food.
Right.
But now that you've clarified, I would go with unseasoned food because some foods don't require seasoning.
Yeah.
And they still taste good.
Yeah. I would go with unseasoned food because fruits are yummy and salmon's really easy. Yeah.
Andy?
But you asked if we want to kill ourselves or continue living.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's my segue from funeral talk.
Yeah.
Wait, now what was that question?
Drink only water for the rest of your life
and eat
versus
no food.
Only eating unseasoned food for the rest of your life.
And drinking nothing. You have to put those in there.
And drink, okay.
So drinking only water, but also not eating any food.
Yeah.
Or eating only unseasoned food, but not drinking anything. But unseasoned food includes fruits and vegetables.
Rock and roll place.
Well, unseasoned food to me is you're seasoning your food. Like if you have a piece of chicken, you're putting salt or pepper or blah 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 on it. That well, you can't put anything on it. You just cook it as it is. A piece of boiled chicken or grilled chicken or no salt, no pepper, no lemon.
That's fine by me. I don't eat. So.
Yeah, but what about what about seasoning your stuff with other unseasoned foods? Like you can zest something up with a vegetable or something like that.
Yeah, because like if I was
ruining Jermaine's question.
Yeah, I mean I can do without salt and pepper. I can just use things like onions and garlic and lemon and lime.
Oh, yeah,
no lemon.
No lemon. If you think about it, if you go to the
no lime.
If you go to the base of your spices, you can I don't have to use garlic powder. I can just use the actual garlic. Food. And I'm actually cheating on your question because I'm going to be able to flavor my food with another food that I didn't.
Cheating.
Yeah. Yeah.
But but would you eat? But if you had a piece of garlic, would you eat it plain?
I wouldn't have to.
I love garlic.
If you had a piece of garlic, would that be food for you? If you had garlic on your plate, is that going to be part of your meal?
Okay, you're adding all sorts of extra stuff now. Now
I'm not adding anything. I'm asking. I'm trying to take away from because to me,
if it's roasted, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever had roasted garlic? It's yummy.
Roasted garlic.
That's why I said that. Yes, because garlic is delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, with some olive oil and a piece of toast.
Yeah.
I have an aunt. What one of my aunts, she swallows like a clove of a clove of garlic. Is that what they're called? The individual, the little one. She swallows like a clove of garlic every day, like a pill. For
my mom used to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure it makes her breath smell awful. But
That burns.
Wait.
Yeah.
Does water only mean
Huh?
Does water only mean I can't have champagne and wine and?
You know what?
We need a new question, Jermaine. Just give us a new question. Because we're not gonna do right. We don't do right.
Actually,
we're not gonna do right.
Okay. Always
I'm just realizing, Jermaine, in both of your options, alcohol is out. In both of those options, alcohol is out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need a new question. We vetoed that question.
Yeah.
Womp, womp. Wait, go this way. Womp, womp, whichever. We don't like that question.
rock place. Yeah.
All right. Here's one. Always have a wet sock, or always have a small rock in your shoe.
Wet sock on your foot.
Yes. Always have a wet sock on, or always
rock
have
in your shoe.
a small rock in your shoe.
Rock.
That means when you want to put on socks, they're always wet.
Wet.
When you put on your shoe, there's always a stone in it.
That sounds like infection and disease.
Yeah, that sounds like cheating and
athletes, but verrucas and.
Okay, I have a workaround. I will put that wet sock on. And I will stick my foot in front of the fireplace. There you go.
And do what?
And dry it.
And then I'll go.
It's always
soaking wet.
That means in all ways. It is always wet.
I would put a rock in my shoe and tape it to the top of the toe part.
There you go. Yeah, you could position the rock in such a way and then just buy a bigger shoe size so it could be
half a size bigger or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what this
My people are so smart.
You know what this says to me?
How problem solvers.
How much
innovative.
This shows how much ingenuity as Black folks we have. We gonna work this out as well as we can because we know it's just another struggle we got to figure out.
I just think with wet socks, I just imagine the sound effects with every step. It's squelch, squelch, squelch.
Yes, and I don't want to like when you take the sock off. I'm sure there's a smell. There's got to be a smell. Your foot is always.
Your foot's going to be itching like crazy.
Pruned.
I would go.
Your foot will be pruned.
Your foot will be pruned.
Yes.
Pruny and moist.
And like fungus, fungus growing moist. Fungus, fungus.
Just thinking about it, I can't even stand the thought of that.
But have y'all, when y'all were kids, y'all never been like y'all had a rock in your shoe and you were too lazy to like take your shoe off and dump it out and just like manage, kick it to the top of your shoe
so that it's at the toe,
and then go on.
That's why I'm like I can do that easy.
No,
you've never done that, G?
I mean, but then again, when I was a kid, it was about 3,000-4,000 years ago. So I wore sandals.
Still can get a stone in the shoe. Still get a rock in the shoe with sandals.
No,
but it would fall out, if you're one of the many.
Couldn't do it. Nah, but I have big feet, so I need all the space in my thing. I wear size 15.
Socks? So you'd pick the wet socks?
No way. Wet socks is just fungus and pruned feet. That sounds horrible.
You have to
I'd pick the rock. I just deal with the pain. But it would be worse than having pruned feet all the time.
Listen, if it's small enough, it can. You know how your toes have they go like this a little bit. It can just fit in that
mine don't do that.
Yeah, I have skinny toes, so there's lots of space in between. I have really skinny toes.
I don't mean
fingers.
Here. I mean like here.
Yeah,
under.
Yeah. There's lots of room at the top of my shoes because my toes are skinny. They don't gain weight when the rest of me does.
My toes don't do that.
Your toes are just flat, for real? Like flat? Seriously? See, are your toes flat? They don't have. Oh, okay.
No. I understood what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I agree with her. I would have to deal with The Rock because I'm not going to have wet feet all the time. It's repulsive. Yeah.
Carl's not saying anything because I feel like he would go with what's up.
Huh?
I said Carl is not saying anything because I feel like he would go with what's up.
Now, Carl doesn't have a mic. He hasn't invested in the mic yet.
Oh, has he not?
No. He's got to save up. It's on layaway at Sears.
Sears and Roebuck.
Wow.
Didn't Sears go bankrupt?
Yes.
Nigga, you know there ain't no Sears no
Hey man, why don't you just take it all the way back to Wolf?
What is
That was good.
That was good. Good time.
I didn't know if it was just in Canada that Sears went bankrupt.
No, there's no Sears.
That's funny.
Kmart's gone too, isn't
Happy
it?
birthday, Jermaine.
You. It's
Happy
Monday.
birthday to you.
It's on Monday, but I take early stuff now because I gotta work
I'm
on
gonna call you on
Monday.
your birthday. Tell you
All
happy
weekend.
25.
Huh?
Happy 25.
Thank you.
There you go.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I don't know what I was doing when I was 25.
You don't remember
You're
that
not
year?
25 yet.
I don't remember what I was doing when I was 25. I don't remember what I was
The
doing. at many
hilarious thing.
ages.
The hilarious
25
thing
is
is
easy
us
for everyone to remember.
and saying we can't flip ours around anymore. We used to be able to flip it around. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wait a minute. No,
That
we
wouldn't be
can't do
good at
that.
all.
Flip it around, you say? That will work in my favor. Let's
See?
stop. Flip it
It
around.
doesn't work for me.
It doesn't.
It doesn't
Remember
work.
25. 25
Yeah,
easily. I remember that.
I don't remember 25.
Well,
2000.
I was gonna say it's all those drugs she was on.
Must have been. I remember vividly going to a club, and
See?
at this rate, I was of legal age to get into the club. And he asked me how old I was, and I hesitated. And I didn't hesitate because I was gonna lie. I hesitated because I couldn't remember. I was like, because he saw me doing this. I literally was counting on my fingers, and he looked at me like, "What the? Let me see your ID." He took my ID. You don't remember how old you are? No.
Wow.
He thought I was just go inside. Yes, sir. I don't because I don't think about it. I don't know. I don't know how to behave at a certain age. I didn't know there was a certain behavior at 22 or 24 or 33. Just tell me how many years I've been here. That's all.
That's what I do. I just remember what year it is. And like, I don't remember how old I am. I'm like, okay, what year is it? Okay, now mine is this year by 1990. That's how old I am. That's how I do it. I never can remember exactly. They're like, how old are you, Monique? I'm like 30.
1 second.
3, 5, 2, 32. That's usually how that goes.
Oh my God.
True
Okay, I'm gonna
story.
find something. I'm gonna find. Oh God. What?
64.
I'm 64.
Me and math.
There was one that I saw that I actually liked, but I know y'all gonna chop this sucker up because. Okay. Link up with a stranger versus linking up with your least favorite ex.
Be specific. What does
Stranger?
A stranger. What you looking at, stranger?
Yeah, stranger.
Old English.
No,
I thought it was
stranger.
that little kid from some kid with his foot.
Yes, it does.
Stranger.
Definitely a stranger.
But they're stranger. Ooh,
Because
there's a lot of pause.
every friend's a stranger until you know them. So,
yeah.
Or every stranger is a friend you haven't met.
Friend. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which would it be?
Yeah.
Wittney, Mo, Rhonda, Oral.
Rhonda, Wittney, Carl, D, Mo.
I already said stranger.
Sorry, y'all gonna get me cussed out because I accidentally hung up on my mama. Oops. I was just trying to get her to hold on for just a second. I'm an odd person. I'm gonna go with my least favorite ex just because I know what I'm gonna expect. It could be worse. I could get the stranger that's even worse than my least favorite ex. And my exes aren't that bad. Like, I don't really like them like that, but they're not awful. They're not awful.
I'm happy for you.
That was hurt. I'm happy for you.
Oh, my mom's calling again.
Okay. You in trouble.
I wish I could say what she just said. Dang.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. See,
yeah, y'all can mess around and get a Chester the Molester or a Ted Bundy or somebody. You never know.
Girl, I might need that Chester the Molester. Leave me alone. Let me do what I can.
Wittney, which one would you pick since you're trying to be all incognito, huh?
Stranger.
Y'all have a lot of faith in strangers. Y'all have a lot of faith in strangers. Stranger danger.
Or less faith in the other option.
Me?
Me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't have any exes, so I guess I'll have to go with a stranger. I don't know.
Easy. That's a nice problem to have.
That is a nice, yeah. I'm not mad at that, low key.
Andy.
Yeah, no, I agree. A stranger.
Y'all have horrible exes.
No,
I have to go back there.
You don't want to go back in time.
Is that what it is? I'm like,
no.
Noreen, is your ex horrible? Is your ex
We're not
horrible?
going back, boy. We're not going back. We're not going back at all. Not at all, though.
You know the stories behind them. Well, that would make sense why they're ex.
It feels. Ugh. Just the thought of it made me be like.
I feel like both options are probably equally icky.
No, she said, sorry. No.
Icky.
I don't know.
I've been with a stranger before.
What about if we modified the question a little bit? What if we get to pick our ex?
But it has to be the least favorite one.
The least ex.
No, I'm just saying, what if we change the
I take it back. Wait. I'm doing stranger. My bad. Wait. You're right. Y'all are right. Y'all are 100%. You're right. Absolutely right. Oh, absolutely not. Oh, no.
There's one I would.
I don't know what was wrong with me.
Wait, Rhonda, you want to pick the least favorite ex? The least.
No, I asked, what if we modified the question and we got to pick our ex?
No. It's a pointless question then.
No. Your least favorite ex.
Then I was just thinking about someone,
a stranger.
You could end up picking the one who got away and who you didn't want to leave.
That's garbage.
Oh no, that actually that wasn't on my mind.
I'm with you. I don't want none. Let them be gone.
To be fair,
on to the next.
As a virgin, this is just a hypothetical question to me. I'm saving myself.
Okay. Didn't your child just walk by not too long ago? I just of your children just
Listen,
No.
my finger went to the mute like, what?
Unless you got kids like how Michael Jackson got kids, and then I'll be like, oh, okay.
That was my wife.
That was your wife? I'm sorry.
That was my wife.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
My children are over at their mother's.
Sorry.
I get my children back tomorrow.
Oh, I kid. But I know you have children. So, okay. My bad. Hi, Mrs. Dean. My bad, sis.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's because they came from immaculate conception.
Oh, like Paris and what's the other little boy name?
No,
Blanket.
Like
and Blanket, like Paris and Blanket.
I like how he said immaculate conception, and she went back to Michael Jackson and not Jesus.
Yeah. I just keep seeing pictures of them
skipped
kids.
over Jesus. Forget Jesus. It's like what? Who? Jesus? I don't know him. I know Blanket
and Paris. Them little kids did not come from Michael Jackson.
No way.
I was just thinking, maybe the conception was immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Not including Mike.
No, I mean, what if you had an immaculate time?
I did.
Exactly.
Well.
When you say immaculate, or you say ejaculate?
Ejaculate.
Well,
my virgin
I had something to say about the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Andrew.
No, go.
No, I was the question is, you say just linking up, just kind of like a one night stand type of thing.
It could be whatever. It can be whatever, man.
You know what linking up means. If your wife caught you linking up with your ex of yours, what would happen?
But no, I'm asking because you said linking up with your least favorite ex. If the whole thing is just about like just having sex with either your least favorite ex or a stranger, for some people, their least favorite ex, may have been pretty good at sex. So if it's just about the physical action, then it's just like, just have sex and leave. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to do anything. If it's just about the physical interaction, you can just do that and leave. Or you can link up with a stranger. You don't know what you're getting with a stranger. Like it was brought up, it's like you could have a trash time. They could be crazy. Or, they could try something else. It was just something I was thinking about. It's like, your least favorite, could have been great. And you'd be like, that was good. And then just like leave before they start talking or whatever.
That's more along the lines of what I was thinking, Carl, when I said what I was saying. I was like, well, they may not have been my favorite, but if it's just sex,
they got the job done.
I can think of one or two for just that reason, but then but that doesn't mean I want to get back with them,
That's a good question.
Carl,
yeah, what's up?
Carl, I just want to give you props for getting your microphone out of layaway.
You're hilarious.
Service merchandise.
Secondly, why would someone want to re-experience trauma again?
Who's talking about trauma? I'm talking about.
It's the same.
I'm talking about just the sex.
Okay. Same person.
But you don't have to. You can just close your eyes and be like, look, you know what this is. Get in there, do it. I'm not talking about, like I said, just the. And first of all, why would people want to experience trauma? Come on, bro. You know how many people go back to the same thing over and over. How many times?
But this is a conscious choice.
Exactly. People make conscious choices to go back to trauma all the time.
It's a stranger. It's an actual choice. Stranger or worse ex. It's a conscious choice. So you already know in that moment that you could have chose a stranger, but now you are in the shower trying to wash yourself off to get rid of the dirty feeling you feel.
You can also do that with you can also be doing that with the stranger.
I think just as a lady, I don't know. I'm gonna speak for myself. My least favorite ex isn't going to be the one that was bad at the do. It's going to be one that he's not going to be my least favorite because at least he had that going for him. There's plenty of people below that level that didn't even have that going for him, you know?
Lisa's new.
I guess it depends on how you define. I guess it depends on how you define least favorite.
Favorite, yeah.
Because I'm thinking about, like, I was thinking a little more along the lines of what Carl was saying, because I could think of someone who would be my least favorite. That would be my ex-husband, and that would, you know. But there was another ex that was, you know, I don't know. There could be a least favorite for a different reason, but they could still, if we're just talking about smashing, you know what I'm saying? You just have to think about how you define least favorite. Like,
oh, my least favorite is wrapped up. All that is in one. He's bad at all of it. Throw the whole guy away.
So we can't choose the ex. Okay, you have predetermined that it is our least favorite ex. But can we choose the stranger? A la that show Naked Attraction.
Google's
Naked Attraction is a show where a person comes on looking for a girlfriend based on her naked body. And there's like 4 or 5 women behind screens, and the screen starts
and men
goes up from
and
the
men as well.
Yes, and men, sorry. A person comes on looking for a partner, and then the potential partners are standing naked behind these screens, and then the screen raises bit by bit from the bottom. So first they see up to the waist, I think.
The feet or something, or the legs,
Yeah,
they go up.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if it starts at the feet. I think it starts all the way up to the waist.
Yeah.
And then the torso, and then the face. So they see their face last, and they assess based on their naked bodies, but they're strangers because they've never met before. If I could do that, and it would make the stranger option even easier. But either way, I would still be stranger.
I don't know why not, because they're still a stranger. I mean, that's you have been coming up with some very good loopholes, like the one with the food. I was just like, that's a good one, and like this one is a good one too. When you talked about the water or the unseasoned food, and you said you can just eat like fruit or whatever.
A watermelon to get hydration.
Yeah. But yeah, that should work in the parameters of the question that Jermaine asked. Like, because they're still a stranger, you don't know them.
But at least you can make sure that they're,
you know, at least have the potential, because they can look good and still be, you know, right.
This is funny.
Mess around, be equipped, and not know what to do with it.
This is the loophole gang.
I can teach. I'm a teacher. I've been an educator for over 10 years. It's all good.
It's like, this what you do, baby. No, just, okay, hold on. Right here. Right. Slow down. I said slow down. Slow down, damn it. All right.
Don't want to do that again. Don't want to do that again. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Don't move this hip. This hip is bad. Just, okay.
Absolutely not.
It doesn't have to be the best experience ever. I just would prefer it to having to do that with my least.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question. This one's gonna be easy. There is no loophole.
Shit.
As far as I can see, Lord knows y'all are slick. Y'all might find something. I don't know.
But we're innovative problem solvers.
Very.
You know.
Here I go.
I'll just have to say, this is why you need black people on every panels. Anytime you see like a company getting in trouble for some stupid stuff, it's because they didn't have a panel of black people to be like, now you know.
True that.
Now you know. And that,
like that,
it
like
it
that
would be anything else. It'd be like, just, you know.
Like that
you know
ginger sign.
Right.
How they figured that out. I said, that looks like it says nigga.
That's exactly what it says. Oh, hi.
I know Noreen's dad.
Hello. Papa. He's handsome.
You got him on mute, Noreen, so I can't hear him.
No, I know.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Good time. Fine. How are you?
Fine. How are you? How you doing? I see you walking around there behind Noreen.
Okay.
Huh?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Love that accent.
And you're beautiful.
Thank you.
God bless
It's
you.
good seeing you.
And take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
My God, I haven't seen him. Well, you crossing your what is this? You have to tell me about all that. What you was just doing. Okay.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Here you go. Luther Vandross versus Stevie Wonder.
For what?
Music choices.
Music.
Choices.
Luther and Stevie.
Luther versus Stevie.
I feel like those are two. I feel like those are two kind of different vibes.
Yeah.
Stevie.
Yeah.
Choose.
Stevie. I would go with Stevie.
Stevie.
Sorry, I have mad respect for Stevie, but I'm going with Luther.
Do it backwards, Angelique. There you go.
I don't know.
Stevie and that receding braid hairline. I go for Stevie.
I'll go for Stevie because I've seen him in concert.
Okay.
And I've never seen Luther in concert before he passed away.
Oh.
I know more Stevie Wonder songs than Luther.
And I know more Stevie.
Yeah.
That I like to sing. That I enjoy singing along.
Noreen. What are you asking your daddy?
The young fella said Luther. That's hilarious to me. The young fella said Luther. I'm like, I can't. Luther versus Stevie. Oh my God.
Who's the young fella?
Daddy said he taking Luther.
All right, I'm with Dad.
I'm like, but there's Stevie.
I mean,
Andrew.
Well, bearing in mind Stevie Wonder is blind, and what he's accomplished, and the songwriting and the ability, and I love Luther, but Stevie Wonder is one of a lifetime of a generation. He's just phenomenal. And I love Luther. A lot of the songs he did were cover versions. They do amazingly, but it's Stevie Wonder's pen work and piano ship and everything about it is it's just sheer talent. A blind
And that's
kid.
an excellent point.
It's just phenomenal.
I'm clear. Stevie wrote
Hands
that.
down. Hands
don't
down.
you worry about a thing. That song alone.
It's just timeless. Timeless music.
Stevie Wonder
That's a hard question, Jermaine.
Yes, it was. It was meant to be
Stevie
hard.
wrote "Tell Me Something Good."
Yes, he did.
He wrote that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
That's the funkiest song in the history of songs.
Can you sing it, D?
No, I'm not here to sing for people.
I just asked you to sing it.
I'm good.
He's eating. That's why he can't sing.
My favorite song is that one it's a one-word song and it's like really popular, and Mary J. Blige and George Michael did a remix. Ask. Yeah. I love
that song.
I do.
As. Isn't that a wonderful song?
I love it. Now I'm singing it in my head. But George Michael and Mary J. Blige did a version.
Yeah.
They really did a good job of that.
Yeah, they did. They actually did.
Yeah, they really did.
Now that's in my head.
I gotta admit something real quick, and then I gotta go because I have to go to work tonight.
Smoke.
And I guess I don't know if it's because I'm tired or because I haven't eaten anything all day. I know who Stevie Wonder is. I know how talented he is, overcoming everything that he's overcome in his whole life. When Andrew said he's blind, I was just like, oh, is it because he got old? Like, Negro, he's been blind. And I was like, it's like because he got old, and he's just like, no, you idiot, he's been blind. And it's just like, oh, you should go to sleep.
You need a Cinnabon.
You need a Cinnabon?
If I eat a Cinnabon, I'm not going to wake back up. I'm going to go into a diabetic coma.
And we gonna put you on.
And I'm just gonna be, yeah. Don't give me a Cinnabon because they're just gonna think he's dead, and then Noreen is gonna burn me, and I'm gonna wake up in the middle of being burnt, and that's just gonna be all horrible. And we don't need that.
Then you'll
don't
turn
need that
into
liability.
You'll be a tree.
Right.
Then
I'm burning out now, smelling like glade incense or something, just cinnamon smells and everything, and everybody be like, "This is a good smell. This is a good, at least he did something good with his life. He brought me this joy, this smell. I'm gonna go to the mall and go to the Cinnabon.
Don't be sure to put a rock in your sock when they send you off.
Right, just rock. It'd be like I can see Mo doing that. Be like, so when he get to heaven, he can still be annoyed. So it just be
absolutely.
And I'd be like, Jesus, can I take this rock out my shoe? And he'd be like, no, it's the burden, you must carry it. I'd be like, that's that bull. It was like, but that's all right.
Just know that was a special request from me. That was a special request from me.
Every time I take the rock out, I put my foot back in the shoe and there's another rock. Then I find out, is this really heaven? I still smell smoke, and it's just,
Then Monique come out. She have a clipboard.
just cackling, be like,
oh, it would be the joy of my life. The joy of my life.
And then you'll be haunted by your favorite ex.
Right, for me to be eternally annoyed, that is horrible.
That
you petty bastard. That's just it'll be a rock. It won't be just it'll be not really big, but it'll be big enough just so it can be inscribed "Ha," and that'll be it. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah,
thank you for coming.
Happy birthday.
Go get some rest and get to work and be careful.
All right.
Thank
Love
you.
y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Guys,
y'all crazy.
I'm gonna have to disappear as well because I haven't eaten beforehand and it's been a long old day. So I'm gonna wish you a pre-birthday congratulations beforehand, and say bye to all you strangers that I'd much rather hang with than any of my exes. I'll say it that way.
So bad.
And,
talk to you soon.
Take care of yourselves. Have a good summer. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
I'll be just saying goodbye. Goodbye. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I love that movie. All right. No loopholes. All right. Unlimited power for 10-minute intervals, or super speed continuously.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power for 10 minutes. Whatever power it is, it only lasts for 10 minutes and 10-minute intervals.
Right.
Or super speed all the time. When you need it, it's
unlimited power.
Unlimited power for 10-minute intervals.
Unlimited power.
Why unlimited power?
Because I'm doing any and everything I could possibly think or ever dreamt of doing in those 10 minutes. I'm going to have the best
10 minutes is a long time.
Yep. It sure is. And you don't have a limit to your 10 minutes.
And think about how effective you could use those 10 minutes if you planned ahead before you came in.
During your break.
To be in the right place at the right time, to do the right thing, to get exactly what the hell you need to get done.
I have a question.
I would use it to destroy humanity.
Oh. Sounds about right. That sounds about.
I'm just like, Houseway, how are you going to do that?
I think it's time for elephants to take over now. I'm tired of y'all humans.
Oh,
Lord.
Jermaine, how much time in between the 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes on.
10 minutes on,
off.
10 minutes off? Oh, yeah, that one. Gotta rest sometime.
Can we know what they say is the thing for that people that picked the 10-minute intervals?
What thing?
Oh, is there like a name for us?
Oh, like is there when you pick that
power?
Is there an outcome for those that pick that?
No. The
Or like a
outcome is-
psychological assessment.
Got it.
Oh,
Just jogging our
no,
memory.
not right now.
Gotcha.
It all depends. Like if there's a point of you saying unlimited power in 10-minute intervals and you have to pick a power, if I say, okay, if you could have an unlimited power for 10-minute intervals, what would it be? And you can only have one power. What would that be?
Unlimited power.
Strength.
Did you say
For me?
mind control?
I
was
like
gonna
mind
say-
control.
Because I would use that to like correct some of this bullshit that's been going on with these damn politicians lately. I'd be like, no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to legislate that bullshit. You're going to do this instead. That's what I would do. Be mind control.
Not lately. It's always been going on.
I said manifestation. I can manifest anything. So it could include changing political policies or
I like that one even
creating
better.
things
Yeah.
that are physical or manifestation.
That's a great one. That's the top right there. Let's do that. I want that.
That is a good one.
Okay, so that one sounds very useful. But if I was gonna pick one that's just like, because you know how sometimes people have like characters have these superpowers that are like, what? I kind of like the idea of having a somewhat useless power. I don't know why. And it would be, it's not useless, but it's like it's not as powerful as like say manifestation. But I would probably want to either be able to speak any language that I need to or want to, or I would like to that's the one. That's it. Be able
Of
to
course.
speak any language.
Coming from the polyglot herself.
Yeah, for 10 minutes at a time. Right. So I talk for 10 minutes and we have a
Be back.
10-minute
I use the
conversation.
bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah,
in
be right
10
back.
minutes.
Exactly.
Do you get to change powers with each 10-minute? Do you get to pick a new power?
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes you pick a different power?
That would be cool because I would love to like
you'd never
say,
run out.
I would like the power to be able to know how to do anything. Like, you know how in the Matrix where they had to like upload a program into what's his name's brain to learn how to fly a helicopter or something like that,
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't Trinity was the girl with Keanu Reeves' character. What was his name? Was
Neo.
Neo, yeah. I'd like to do that. But how about, I don't know, back to the mind control thing. Like, wouldn't it be cool to be able to like remove all the bad traits of humans? Greed
what's bad?
It's
a slippery slope, right? Because you say greed.
I was about to list like, excessive greed and,
Yeah, but that's still subjective.
Sound kind of dictatorish.
Because I feel like
he comes back on that line.
I was just going to say that. He comes back with a big smile. Look at his smile.
Somebody's definition of a bad trait is different in somebody else's mind. So, what do you mean?
I guess I'm thinking more specifically. I'm thinking more specifically along the lines of people who actually deliberately seek to like harm others. Like stealing from poor people and like crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like the Boris Johnson shit that we were talking about earlier, like that kind of thing. If you just like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about like
you're too ambitious. Stop
corruption. Hey, it's my superpower. But I pick what I want. I want corruption.
You also pick mind control before, so you have a little fascism inside of you.
No.
I think mind control too, because I'll say y'all inwards can't be trusted. Mind control.
It's about fascism with a cause, like fascism against the fascists.
Yes, because it can't be trusted.
Wow.
Y'all cannot be trusted.
Wow.
I want to be able to see. I want to be able to take the people who are in the most high and most wealthiest situations and flip their lives upside down and put them in a situation that they've never been in, never seen, and see if it would change them just a little bit. See if their morals or values would align better with humanity and not just
like that
be a
movie,
jerk.
The Super, where he had to live in one of his own crappy apartment buildings. Did y'all ever see that movie?
I
No.
would love to, just for one.
I want to.
I think it was with Joe. I think it was Joe Pesci. He was like,
I think it was Joe Pesci.
He was forced to live in one of his rat-infested, crappy apartment buildings. That was his court, his punishment from the judge for being a slumlord.
I used to live in an apartment run by someone who I really thought she was a slumlord.
Yeah, I just want to put them in.
I would just like to state, I would like to control space and time.
Okay, fascist. Okay.
Right.
Calling out fascism.
And he wants to destroy humanity, but he's got
Space and time.
I forgot he said that.
I'm anti-human.
Use his unlimited power to destroy humanity. Coming after Rhonda as if
in space and time. Not just space, not just time, space and time.
Space and time. Because then I can use that 10 minutes in whatever way I want to use it.
That 10 minutes could last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cheating. Yeah,
he would.
No one ever said I couldn't do it.
Oh,
I got the ring now.
That's why I said manifestation.
Yeah,
I will manifest myself an endless amount of time. Do whatever.
Manifestation is it's like a catch-all. It's like one of those catch-all powers.
Yeah.
You could make that into anything.
Or knowing everything.
Knowing everything.
I think my brain would bleed.
I want to know everything. Oh my gosh.
There are certain things I know that I'm like.
It would change you. It would change you. But the beauty of it is you forget for 10 minutes and then it comes back.
Oh,
torture.
You'd have
torture.
10-minute. You'd have 10-minute reprieves.
Reprieve. Yeah. It'll be beautiful. I'm looking forward to this week because the James Webb telescope is going to go online and going to show us the first pictures.
Where is that one position?
This one is the furthest ever away from us. I forgot how many, like a million miles or something like that.
So it can see further than the Hubble?
Oh, Hubble is 1982.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It went up in 86.
Clearly I'm up on the science and things.
No, but this one uses infrared so it can see through dusts in space. And so we'll be able to see the beginning of time, the original forming of universes. Because, the further we are away from something, the further back we are seeing. I think that's a beautiful thing.
I was going to say,
I don't like it.
I think Christians are going to have a problem with that.
But this is what I'm looking forward to.
Not even the
super religious.
Yeah, it's not even that.
Super religious. What? You know that the further you away from something, the further in real time you'll be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
So we see the sun, and it's 8 minutes behind what the sun was 8 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else that we
like a
see
delay.
is way further away than that. So you're talking
scary.
years and millions of years and billions of years the further you can see. I think it's amazing.
I think humans cannot be trusted with that amount of information.
But humans, we're just looking at it. We can't do much with it, but look at it.
Yeah, I don't trust y'all with nothing.
I just hope my old pastor is rewriting his joint right now. Huh? The 12th.
When did you say they're going to release the 12th of July?
Yep, those are going to be the first pictures. They showed like a throwaway picture, and it's better than anything that Hubble has ever done.
And what's this
by
one?
mine?
Again?
James Webb, the James Webb telescope.
Scary.
It's not scary. What's scary about it?
People be doing stuff when they get in more information. They'd be like, well, how can I use this to my advantage?
But
there's
no information. No, but there's no information in this besides, throwing away that the world, the universe isn't 6,000 years old. That's about it.
It's dead already, right?
Yeah.
Like it's already,
what we'll
all
be
that
able
stuff
to
is already
do
done.
Yeah, we're not seeing things in real time. We're seeing things a billion
years ago. That's crazy.
That's amazing. I think what makes it scary may not be the right word, but it sends tingles down my back because it's like we are really friggin' new.
Oh yeah,
humanity.
I think we're the dumbest in the universe.
Probably
by miles.
Probably
They'll probably come here. They just watch us and just laugh and laugh and laugh some more. And then people talk about maybe we should help them out and give them some more technology. They're like, that's a good one. They're just watching us. We're in the zoo. We're the zoo of the universe.
Giving primates sticks, see what they do with the sticks. And then they start whacking each other over the head with the stick.
They'll beat the crap out of us.
Yeah, we suck.
We suck.
I was
All right.
looking at the
I'm not
documentary.
human, but y'all suck.
What are you?
I moved past that a long time ago when I reached Nirvana.
You moved past what? Labeling yourself?
No, human.
Human.
When I reached Nirvana.
He's been that way. This has been years. He's done years. Just anyway, I have one more.
Listen, I'm not going to squash anybody's self-identity, but I just want to know what you identify as.
Right. Do you take off your skin cloak?
Oh,
no. I'm just
post-human. Oh, okay. I'm just like, if you take off your skin right now, I'm gonna jump up out of here. Be done.
No,
I would stay.
I'm done. I don't have enough information. I feel like humans, we be touching shit. Stop.
I would be like, oh, now the zoo is going. Someone's taking his skin off.
Y'all stop touching stuff. Y'all always messing with stuff and don't know what it is until you break it. And then y'all be like, oh, no, don't touch nothing. Leave it alone.
Don't touch nothing. Won't be nothing.
Won't be nothing.
Won't be nothing.
Nothing.
All right. I have one more. Just one more.
Okay.
This is kind of gross. Would you rather be locked in a porta potty overnight or Wittney already like, nope, or locked in a jail in a third world country overnight?
Oh,
porta potty.
No. The porta potty.
I think it's how big is the jail? Because the porta potty is small, and I'm a little wider.
So long as no one tips over the porta potty.
I need more information.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Veronica, I need more information about the jail in the third world country. Which third world country? What jail? What's wrong with the jail?
Yeah, how many people are in the jail cell with me?
We're talking about Thailand, we're talking about India, we're talking about Mexico, we're talking about Argentina, we're talking about
you said 24 hours.
Talking about
Argentina is not a third world
United States.
No, but I'm just talking about the jail.
Did you say
in the heat? So we're going to be in the heat.
No air conditioning.
And a lot of jails, like the example I mainly have is like Thailand or in India, since I've seen those jails. Okay. Very overpopulated. There are about 20, 30, 40 men in one room. And that's where they are.
Okay, but here's my question. Am I in a room with 20, 30, 40 men or other women?
No, they're separated. So it's men and women. So they're separated. Okay, think, what's that woman's name? What's her name? The chick with the thing and
that's helpful.
The baby. I have to lose weight. Man. And
what? Bridget Jones.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's it.
Glad you got that, B. I didn't get it. I'm glad you got it, B. I didn't know what she was talking about. Thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you, V.
When you said the jail in Thailand, I thought, okay, I've seen a movie where there's a jail in Thailand. But I don't know if
they were very nice to her.
I don't know if that's a realistic depiction of
well, that was a nice depiction of what of a jail in Thailand. It was nice.
Right.
Like I said, that was a nice depiction of a jail in Thailand. They are much rougher than that, and much rougher in certain places, depending on the jail.
Tell us more, Jermaine. Tell us more. So, in your experience, what was it like?
Anyway,
don't want some chicken.
That's what I'm
Where's
talking
Puma
about.
sandals at? That you
So
bought
would
on
you
the
want to be in
slides?
the porta potty overnight, or would you want to
Porta
be
potty.
in a jail in
If
a
I'm
third
in the
world
porta
country?
potty, I can use the toilet paper to stuff my nostrils. I can take my top and wrap it around my face. I think I'll take that, yeah. So I don't have to smell anything.
I will also be the king of the porta potty at that point.
And yeah.
Yep.
And it's only one
Talk
night.
to the
so-
porta potty. Yep. Next morning, I won't smell it anymore.
Dee strikes me as the kind of person who, after a couple hours in the porta potty, he's made it his home. He has identified his minions. He's decorated it. He has
Still plotting
claimed it
world
for
destruction.
himself. He's like, this is the kingdom of D.
Exactly.
D stands for doo-doo, but it also stands for D, the porta potty. You know what I mean? Like, and then he wouldn't want to leave. And then, may the stink be with you is the motto.
Exactly.
And he would never want to leave. Eventually, and then he would build his own porta potty in his home. After that
May
life-changing
the porta potty be
enlightenment.
with you, and then I'll do a TED talk
And also
become a
with
cult
you.
leader.
Yeah.
That'll be me.
He's very charismatic. Look at him. He's convincing.
He would make it the potty man empire.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Once you get over the smell, would be the name of my book. Once
But it
you get over
wouldn't
the
smell like poo. It would smell like chemicals.
Exactly.
It would
That's
smell
what
like
I'm saying.
chemicals.
Once you get over the smell, would be the name of my book, and I use it for ridiculous stuff like relationship advice, job advice, all kinds of stuff. But like, I
feel
spent
like you're
one
gonna
night
do that
in a porta
anyway.
potty. I probably will.
Thank you. Yeah, I was
He's
going
like
to say
jotting
that
it down in
anyway.
his mental notebook. That's actually a really good idea for a book. Once you get over the smell.
Yep. Once you get
And
over
then
the smell.
And then it's like a speculative fiction novel about
Hey,
later.
I will have white people spending nights in porta potties all over the world. It'll be
Okay.
amazing.
That'll work. You sold me. I'm there. You just sold me.
If you two want to be enlightened.
Yeah, because they will make it trendy and pop off. Like it is a real cute new thing.
It'll be a reality.
Oh.
What would be the porta potty version of glamping?
Glamping is amazing, by the way. I did it last year.
I'm not saying no,
amazing.
but what would be the porta potty version?
Of what?
It would be that. Well, you know what would be the great thing is going to a coffee shop and listen to white people argue about how horrible their porta potty experience was and how that enlightened them in a better way. Be like, I bet your porta potty didn't even have any poo in it. Mine had tons of it in it. You know, that's why I was able to reach Nirvana.
They want to struggle so bad.
Speaking of white,
that's all they want is to struggle.
Cat poop.
By the way, can I change the topic just a little, or do we still want to be talking about poop?
I don't want to.
We've already decided that we will live in our daggone wonderful.
You will live.
Excuse me. We're one. We're all one. And I've decided for all of us. Go ahead.
So have you all heard that people have discovered body slugging? Yes, lotion.
Oh, okay, I heard about this.
Body slugging, and it's like the latest K-beauty trend, putting moisturizer on your body, skincare, but for your body. And I'm like,
it's called slugging.
Oh, they make me exhausted.
I'm like, these products have existed already.
Wait.
Like, what did you think people were doing with these bottles of body lotion, labeled body lotion, body
Slugging.
oil? What did you think
I
they
don't
were
even
doing
know
with these
why they're
entire
calling it-
aisles of lotion?
I
Like,
don't
did
even
you
know
guys
why they're
know?
calling it slugging.
That's
Because
also
Because
disgusting.
slugs are always
No.
moisturized.
Slugging is a particular technique for the face where at night you apply all your serums and your moisturizers and all the rest of it after you've done your cleanse.
Yeah.
And then you apply a thick layer of like Vaseline on top, like a mask. And you
Did not
sleep
know
with
that.
it. And when you do that, when you wake up in the morning and you remove the Vaseline, your skin is like especially hydrated and plump. That's why that is what slugging is. It's not just
But
moisturizing.
when they're
It's
they're
more than
calling
that.
body slugging
Yeah.
is really just putting on
Putting
lotion.
on lotion. Yeah, so that's why I'm confused as to why they're calling it body slugging, because I'm like, unless they're applying the
Maybe that's
lotion
what they're
as
meaning.
normal and then putting a layer of something thick on top of that, then I'm like, why is it slugging? It's just applying.
We have always put on lotion and sealed it with Vaseline, especially in the South in the summer. Not too much though, because you'll leave a spot on the pedicure seat.
Yeah, but the point of slugging,
the
reason why it's called slugging is because you're meant to like resemble
a slug
with like slimy skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
okay.
not. So
Now-
it's not the same. It's not the same as just.
They're
applying
dumb.
lotion.
They're dumb.
But I
They
don't
make me
understand.
annoyed.
So first
They're
of
dumb.
all,
They're
that,
dumb.
it's like
They're dumb.
layered. It's layered, right? Because then that means not only have they discovered something people have been doing for centuries, which is moisturizing their body, but they're also, they've taken something that might actually be a new trend and gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
And changed it into something that they still weren't doing though, which is the wild part. Like, even if they even if they got it wrong and they were like, oh, the body slugging is just putting on lotion.
It's because they just can't help but when they see something that they didn't come up with, they just want to have it. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
That's what it is.
And even then it's Korean.
I know, but it's like I have to have it.
It's crazy. My brain is upset.
I have to be the one to let everyone know about this trend, and then everyone can say I did it.
Yeah, so my phone company, I have Rogers Telecommunications. My cell phone, my data, my home internet, all of that is with the same phone company. And yesterday, we still don't know what the problem was, if it was a cyber attack, an internal error, or what. But all of their telecom services were down from about 5 a.m. to, for me, 1 a.m. this morning. But for others, they still don't have any internet. They don't have any phone service or nothing. And the first thing that I saw almost when I got Wi-Fi was my friend sending me this information about body slugging. And I was like, I could have stayed off the internet for a little bit longer if this is what I was coming back to just find out people are discovering putting lotion on their body for the first time.
You don't mind if I started? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, my friend yesterday, off the back of the whole slugging thing that's now taken over TikTok, the other thing on TikTok that they're all saying that they've just come up with is making lipstick shades suit you better by lining your lips with a darker liner. And I'm like, Black women have been doing this for decades.
Wittney can't.
A part of it make me sick of it. I am sick of the foolery. I am sick of it. Oh,
I'm for it.
That's another one that they've.
Noreen is saying something, but I don't need lips.
Noreen, you need to put your mic on when you gonna yell at us. I mean, bring your,
Listen, you know y'all clear. Look at my high school picture. Come on now.
Yeah.
They need to stop that madness. Come on, let me stay on mute and
that's
talk
the
my
new
madness. Just read my lips.
I can't. I'm not good at that.
He'd
Put that
rather
on one of
hear
my-
you.
Yeah, my 10 minutes of superpower to read lips. I never could do that. I don't understand that. Why do they? What?
Them are full of nonsense.
You remember sticky bags?
Oh, they make me sick.
The girl on
Sticky.
TikTok with the TikTok with the sticky bags.
Oh, she laid down her edges.
Baby hairs. It was laying her edges or her baby hairs, but she took like her actual hair, like her bags, and then stuck them to her forehead like with a wavy thing. And she's like, I'm gonna call them sticky bangs. What do you think? Like she was like, I just came up with this idea, you guys. I never thought nobody's ever done this before.
And is it combat braids or what? No, boxer braids.
Boxer braids.
I was like,
it's just French braids.
That's cane row or cornrow.
Yeah.
My little brain, I will never understand. I just don't understand. I just don't. Maybe it's new to them. That's what it is.
We know it's new
to them. That's what it is.
But what I need is for the people who are acting like they've just discovered these things because it's new to them. I need for them to acknowledge that this is new to them, as opposed to saying this is new.
No, it never existed before. It was on their skin. It never existed.
Yeah.
That's awful, Monique.
I hate to change the subject, but I saw a need here. Angelique, Did you get your?
No, I didn't. It's still bookmarked on my
I
browser.
just want you all to dig deep today and go to this GoFundMe.Angelique so that we can bring this poor third world country person back into the real world.
So I can get my Leatherman
internet on your phone.
Wait, what did you ask me? Do I have internet?
No, your fancy
that's
tool.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. I still haven't.
Open it up. Let us see it in real life.
Oh yeah, the tool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fancy.
Oh my.
That's pretty cool.
That's like a magic trick just there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, and wait, this one. It's on my keys.
Boom. Dangerous.
While we're playing, ladies, y'all might need that on your keys.
But I got something like that.
Why do you have four?
Last time we saw you just got one.
When I get into things, I get into things.
That one's a nice one. First of all, the color on that is really nice.
This one's not as nice though.
It looks nice. I like the color.
Is it that does that one have fewer thingamabobs on it?
No, it has the same.
Okay. You just
shank somebody.
That's what I was thinking. That's
yeah.
Somebody with it. Flip it back. Put it back in your.
You know what happened? What happened with mine when I was looking at it? I got all caught up in the customization of it, and I was like, "Ooh, I can put patterns. I can put my name on it." And then I was just like overwhelmed by choice, and I just kind of put it away because I was like, "I'll think about this later."
You need to come to the light.
Did you customize any of yours?
Facebook group. No, I haven't gotten to that part, but I only have 4 right now. So
only have 4.
Only. I only have my wife said
that
I now have enough, and I looked at her and I said, "You're so lost."
Never be enough.
Never be enough.
Never
be
enough.
Never.
Nope. This one?
For D.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm telling you that Facebook group makes me feel like I have none. These dudes be pulling out 30 of the same kind.
Why do they need those?
People collect them.
They collect them.
Flip them. Yeah, you can also flip them.
Of course.
There's one that dropped right now that was like $250, and you could sell it for $1,000 the same day.
Okay.
But that's with any collector thing. Is like if you're on it, then you know when the highest value is. So it's an interesting thing. Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's super interesting. But we're gonna start a GoFundMe for you.
A GoFundMe
because we don't, for you.
So I can get one?
No, so you can get your. Well, obviously we're gonna throw in a couple for you, get you started. But we want to make sure that you can get your internet up and stop living in that third world country of Canada.
Yeah.
You
know, we live in a third world country too.
Canadian. Potholes everywhere.
I do.
Well, the thing is, we have like the big 3. So we've got Rogers, Bell, and TELUS. Rogers also has subsidiaries like Fido and Koodo, and then Bell has subsidiaries.
These mean nothing to us.
I'm just telling you information.
I'm just saying.
However, this is now that you know this information that I've just told you. What I'm about to tell you will make sense to you. Rogers uses Bell Internet.
Like Southwestern Bell? Is that the same people?
It's just called Bell Media.
I'm just asking, just curious.
Because that's what I thought. I said, like
Southwestern Bell, because that's what they do. They pretend to be different companies when they're all the same company, operating under different names. Yeah,
so I was kind of trying to say they all work together, right? Because all the Rogers customers had no service. Rogers, however, is tweeting, "Oh, we're working really hard to get your service back online. We're looking into it. We're of course we're going to credit you." And someone replies, "Yeah, keep tweeting from your Bell Internet. We see you." We see you. Because their services are on Bell.
So Canadian.
You know what I mean?
So nice.
What?
So messed up.
Why is that so nice?
So messed
beautiful.
up. So messed up.
I don't need you to mock me like this, Steve. I'm trying to be your friend.
I
Fight.
I apologize.
Y'all are messed up.
Here I am setting up your GoFundMe account. I am not trying to
because I live in a third world country.
Exactly.
Let me not bite the hand that might potentially feed.
Exactly. That's right. And Jermaine and I are over here in Sweden getting our daily back rubs because it's mandated by the government.
Jermaine is actually a public servant.
Oh, exactly.
Giving the back rubs.
Jermaine is a civil servant.
Yeah.
Giving them. Actually, I need one or 4 or 10.
You should get one for your birthday.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my friend to come back from vacation and then she'll give me one.
Oh, she's gonna give it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
She's on vacation.
When you're a professional, you need professionals.
I want a massage.
Me too.
Come.
I thought you were gonna say when after your funeral. Gonna add that.
Massage my corpse. Yeah.
It needs it. It's kind of stiff.
Yeah.
Limbs just don't move like they used to. No, you have to
massage out the rigor mortis,
Yeah.
You have to come visit. Or actually, I have to. I've been, like I said, I wanted to go away for like a weekend. And my go-to place is London. That's my go-to. And then I saw all the traffic at the airport.
Come to London. I mean,
I am. I will be. But I looked at the lines 2 and 3. I mean, I already go to the airport 3 hours in advance, so I don't have to be rushing. And seeing all the stuff that was happening periodically at Orlando and even over at Heathrow and at Gatwick, I'm like, I can't. I'd be no.
Yeah.
Trying to get to airport 6 hours in advance just to stand in the line.
It's real bad here in Amsterdam too. It's horrible.
Yeah, I've seen the lines over there. I mean, and it's not even every day. It's sporadic. It's literally hit or miss. But a lot of people are hitting them lines. I'm like, So I'll wait a few months. I'll probably come in the fall and do like a weekend. And yes, it will be in London with that. But
and it's worse for London. Well, yeah, people from the UK now because we're no longer part of the EU. So when we go to
great idea
in Europe, when we go to other places in Europe, we can't go through the fast track line. We have to go through immigration. So that's why the lines are longer.
Oh,
that's another reason.
They should have thought about that before they voted that idiotic
They
crap.
didn't think about anything.
No.
Because Boris Johnson, who was the campaigner for Brexit before he became Prime Minister, told the British public a bunch of lies about what Brexit would do for them. And they voted based on that. And then it turns out that everything he said was
someone lied and got voted into president. Prime Minister. Oh my God! I can't even imagine what that would be like.
He lied, and then even when it came out that he was lying, people were still like, "Yay, Boris!"
Oh, I don't even know what that's like at all.
Never heard of that one before ever.
Just all I hear is truth.
Exactly. It's the media that is holding everybody against it. And those people on January 6th were doing their democratic duty.
Patriotic duty.
Patriotic duty.
Coming to the Capitol. It's my duty.
Do you know the beauty? Do you know what the beauty of this the January 6th panel is? There is a law that says that if you disrupt the Congress of doing their actual job, it is a federal crime. Would you like to know who made that law? The first Black senator 5 years after slavery went away. Can you just, that's so beautiful.
Only if they carry it out. I will.
But it allows them to be charged. No, so all those people, in court right now who, you know, got up on IG and put themselves, you know, in the Capitol. Those people are being charged with that actual crime, which hasn't been used. It's called the KKK law because he was from, I believe, South Carolina, and he was a formerly enslaved man. And 5 years after the Civil War, he was like, look, you know, it's a problem with these crazy white people going around here killing people. And of course, at that point in time, it was the Democrats were like, nah, that's not true. That's just stuff you hear in the news. The media is fake. And he was like, nah, it's true for real. And he got it passed. And they used that until the end of Reconstruction. Then magically they forgot about it. You know, leaving us unprotected for 150 years, but you know who's counting. And so they after that point, it's always been on the books, but it's never been used. And right now, I forgot the name of the congressman, black dude. He was like pulled it up, and now all of those people that are going into trial are going to face federal crimes for disrupting the democratic process.
As they should.
It's so beautiful.
As they should.
A former slave, an enslaved person, wrote this law, and it's coming back in 2022.
So
I hope I can do something like that to keep humanity out of Earth.
Keep humanity what?
Out of Earth.
Out.
Yeah, I want humanity out of Earth. But you know, that's just my personal.
You're nothing.
Wait. So where would I go if I'm out of? Am I not humanity?
Not my problem. Not my problem. I'm
you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get
this person.
You better make friends with an elephant and get them to plead your case.
Exactly. Thank you.
I know one elephant who probably won't work with you.
I've been watching elephants beat up people. Did y'all hear about that elephant?
And he went to her funeral. Yeah, and then he went to her funeral. Yes, that was some poetic justice. I was just like, wow.
So
when they say elephants never forget, they didn't tell you elephants also never forgive.
Tell them what it was.
So she was known for, she poached or helped poachers.
In India, a couple of weeks ago.
She helped poachers steal this elephant's babies. And
like years ago.
Yeah. And then the elephant saw her, found her, remembered her, killed her, ran up on her. Then at her funeral, her body was like on a pyre or something. Elephant comes back and says, I'm not done.
And another thing.
Another thing. The elephant comes back and destroys her body.
Yeah. Made sure she was dead. Didn't hurt anybody else.
Just
like, excuse me.
Just this B word right here. Just all right there. Y'all move out the way.
Yep.
I got you.
I came for you.
Because y'all will be collateral damage. Because I'm just going after her.
One of the greatest lines I've ever heard. Jay-Z said, "I'll kill you, commit suicide, and kill you again." That's the coldest line ever.
I love
baby. Yes.
They are so intelligent, and they do remember, and they're very emotionally intelligent as well.
Team elephant all day.
I just thought that was the craziest. The fact that he came back, I said, "Ooh, y'all, you must have done something horrible."
Came back.
She came. I said, "You must have done something horrible."
Black people, we already knew.
Question the elephant.
Yeah, black people already knew. Oh, she did something.
When it came out on Twitter,
this elephant because they remembered who you was.
Yeah, when it came out on Twitter, some people were like, "Oh no, that poor woman! Wow, that's crazy." And black people were just like, "What did she do?"
She did something to that elephant.
Because an elephant's not just gonna randomly.
Because why she pick you out of everybody else that was around you? Now you did something to her.
Because the first shot when she got killed, it'd be like, "Oh man, that's rough." But when he came, the elephant came back to get her. It's like, oh no, you did
yeah,
something.
yeah, she does. Oh, she
You
did
did
something.
something. The first time we had a little bit of pity because it's like, wow, that's wild. But the elephant came back to make sure that he did. That she did the job.
Here's the thing, though, that she was taken to the hospital, died on the way to the hospital, and they were gonna burn her on the pier that day. The elephant knew where her funeral was.
Smelled her.
And then didn't she destroy her house and too? Like went to her neighborhood.
I don't know about the house.
I thought she went to her neighborhood and tore up part of her neighborhood, like our house too.
That is gangster. You ain't having nothing.
I just feel like
you can't.
I don't know if elephants are black, but elephants are black.
Well, let me put mine in right here on the phone.
That is wild.
Elephants are black.
Well, you got African elephants and you got
It's beautiful. So.
They are black.
It was Asian.
Yeah,
because they were
I'm
in
just
India.
saying that. I'm just saying from
it.
Just specifically talking about her. They all black from this moment on. Y'all just black. That is the spirit of my ancestor in that elephant. That is exactly where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
love that elephant. I'm team elephant all day.
Someone made a TikTok that I didn't watch all the way through, admittedly, because I was not in an emotional space to hear it. But the person was talking about how they're like, when will be a good time to talk about like capitalism and why people might help poachers and like money and putting people in positions where they feel like that's the only way for them to make money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, don't care. I scrolled up because I was like, yes, but also. I'm sure if the elephant found the poachers, she would do the same thing, but she found you.
And she did not hurt anyone else.
And you being a victim of the system, and you being a victim of the system does not justify you victimizing
someone else.
Somebody else taking.
You took her baby. Got a baby now. What you expect her to do?
I think that's
pretty lucky. She the only person she killed was that one lady. She is lucky that it was only her. Yeah, you lucky it was only her because she should have. Everybody up here mourning the murderous bitch. They should have got it. God. You up here mourning her, and she took my baby. All y'all can die. Everybody, just that one person.
Yep.
It's nice. She had herself together. She really did. Yeah.
Then that is what we do. We hold ourselves together. We take control of the situation because we know that people are cray. People are cray. You have to hold it together. But guys, it's been like almost 3 hours. Then I don't want to keep y'all any longer.
Powerball is 48 million tonight, y'all. When I win, we going on a cruise somewhere for about 8 days. Be ready.
I'm not going on a cruise.
Going to wherever. We out.
I appreciate it, but
it's documented. It's documented. 48 million.
Yeah, I'm not getting on the boat.
You and your family.
Why y'all not getting on the boat?
Family.
Did y'all see about that cruise out of New York? Where they
we'll get a private one. We'll do better. We'll get a private cruise.
There we go. I can do that.
Okay, we go.
Come on now.
It's
Jermaine's birthday. It's Jermaine's birthday.
We go on a cruise. I go. Y'all just gonna be like, show a lot of belly in that swimsuit, Mo. It is what it is.
They ain't supposed to watch you like that. They supposed to just adore all that beautifulness. Adore all that beautifulness.
I heard you all talking about the weight stuff. Who was that someone said it at your grandmother's funeral? I hate that person for you.
Thank you.
It's like we're in solidarity on that one.
Thank you, King, and I love you for that.
Nah, no way.
Yeah.
Never ever do that.
And like when I was young, it hit me. But like every time I remember it, and I'm like, that is a piece of.
She is a piece of work. We're not gonna say what kind of work. because it's showing a masterpiece.
What would make this person think that they have the right to even give that information to you?
Well, because he's a fitness trainer.
Oh,
Of course.
Was he being a fitness trainer at the funeral?
Hey,
Did I sign up for fitness training services? No.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not the setting for that.
Did I join a line saying, please tell me what you think about my body?
No.
Be different if you asked or if y'all were in gym.
Was I mourning the death of my grandmother?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I was. Great timing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I hate him for you. I hate him.
Me three.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that I'm starting a group that I hope that people in my position can join. Now, this is a group for people that spent majority of their life being skinny, and then all of a sudden they weren't as skinny. You know, we don't have the coping mechanisms to deal with this stuff. We never had to work out. I looked like I was ripped until I was about 45. And then all of a sudden things changed. And so now I want other people like me to get in a group. We can feel sorry for each other and you know, reinforce each other and make sure that we continue to live in our own illusion.
Celebrate. Because it means you're doing good.
Exactly.
It means you're doing good. So celebrate
with that.
Yeah.
Before we hit the total 3-hour mark.
Oh yeah, we've been on here a long time.
Thank you, Jermaine.
I am so glad you guys were here with me tonight. This is probably the biggest of a party I'm gonna have.
It's a good party.
So I did have fun seeing you guys. There were a few people who were supposed to come. I think one person I thought I sent the link and I didn't, and then I sent it, and then there was a time thing, and it was okay. But a lot of people messaging me and calling at the same time and wish me a happy early birthday, which is pretty cool. So thank you guys for doing that. And thank you guys
for
birthday
you are
to
awesome.
you. Happy birthday. I can't sing, but I can do a
go ahead, do the little dance.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Go on, Noah.
Happy birthday. Hey, 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 hey.
We gonna dance off just like
It was
that.
really nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you too, Rhonda.
Hey, I already met you.
Nice to meet
Oh, but hang out for a little while.
What's the birthday?
But thank
It's
you,
your
everyone.
birthday.
This is Zooming in Comfort. We're gonna go out like this. This is Zooming in Comfort, and we hope to see you next month for more new and unusual discussions that we're gonna have here as well. No, what happened, baby?
I just every time I look at my arm, I'm like, ooh, girl.
Girl, embrace the bingo wings.
Embrace them arms. Go ahead, embrace them arms. We will see y'all at another time. I hope y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel so I can reach 100 at least. And we hope to have you coming back. So subscribe so you can see us crazy people here again at another time in another life.
Somewhere down there, somewhere.
Somewhere down